2020. It's all about Baby Yoda, baby. This is the year of the Baby Yoda. Everybody, make some noise for the Baby Yoda. Show some appreciation. Throw it up. Money in the hat for Baby Yoda. Can I get a prayer for Baby Yoda? Pour a little liquor out for Baby Yoda on the sidewalk. Yeah. Oh, Baby Yoda, cutest motherfucking thing I've seen. Bought a motherfucking mug for everybody on the team. Yeah, I took it home and made the kids scream when they saw what I picked up on the scene. Baby Yoda's so fresh, yeah. Just came out, I fucking love it to death. I'll never get fucking sick of that shit, yeah. Understand the thing that I said, yo. Baby Yoda gonna buy it all for you for Christmas this year. I'm gonna get you all the things that you want and some more. eBay, Amazon, Walmart.com, hook you up, baby. Yeah. Baby Yoda, you're so motherfucking good to me. I'm about to hop up on Discord, STO, and drop the Baby Yoda emoji, oh. Yeah, I'm feeling so nice, yeah, about to do it twice, yeah, yeah. Baby Yoda made me feel so good. Never wanna be the same again. And I'll be back next year. Cause you know they got that Star Wars shit coming out fucking around Christmas every year for the rest of your life, baby. You know it's never gonna stop. Yeah, Mandalorian, Force Awakens, Part 42. It's a motherfucking saga. What you wanna do?
Crisscross, hey baby, Chris Sauce. What's up? Applesauce time.
George Lucas gave it up.
Whoa, you ready for some applesauce there, Chris Cross? The realest beast of them all.
Man, fucking dude, episode 1, 2, and 3 are actually pretty fucking good. Check them out. Whoa. Forever and never and never and never and never gonna stop. Yeah, the gods will be watching that shit. Yeah. Baby Yoda, why can't you just be 18? Oh, whoa, 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 Baby Yoda. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Chris Hansen knocking on my fucking door for Baby Yoda. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Understand what I said now?
Oh, yeah, we're going extra applesauce tonight. How much apples? Chris, how much apples? Chris, talk to me. Chris, talk to me. How much applesauce did you bring tonight, though? Like, what are we talking right now? Like, are we talking like the Marnie load full of applesauce? Or are we talking more of a John Henke kind of load full of applesauce there? Just a little applesauce squirt. Oh. I think, should I tag the location of the place too? Should we tag the location of the LGS where I didn't have a good experience earlier? That's kind of the whole thing. So now that I have the stream started, what's up, Spoof Nation? Ringing the real raid bell. How we doing? Oh, ring the real raid bell to Spoof Nation. Hey, the Spoof Nation is in the house right now. The whole darn nation. What in tarnation is going on that Spoofer Tricks channel over there? He's got all this applesauce, and nobody even knows what to do with it because we've been eating Marnie milk for the last 48 hours or so. 24 hours, 24 plus hours. It's been the weekend of the Marnie milk, though. So hope everybody's enjoying the milk. Hopefully you're able to do that. If you're not able to enjoy the milk, we're gonna pour a little bit of milk out for you. Can I start talking yet or no? Because typically when you're doing a live stream, you're not allowed to start talking until exactly 6 minutes in, and it's only 5 minutes, so I'm not sure if I can start talking yet. I'm not sure. John might be listening. I'm not sure if I can start talking yet. Sorry so much to keep you waiting there. We should be all set. I was just getting everything set up here before we get started. I just tagged on Facebook the location of the LGS that prompted this entire issue that began on Friday and was resolved on Friday, I suppose. I'm still upset about it. So I guess if that's being resolved, if I'm still not happy about it, then I guess it's resolved, right? Everything's cool. So, you know, I checked in with whoever, the guy over there, you know, he's sure that it was just a misunderstanding. Someone was wrong, you know. That's okay, because when it comes to Marnie, when it comes to this little lady right here, you better believe that I'm not gonna go home empty-handed. But I will not. I'm sorry. Hold on. We're gonna change the angle here real quick. I will not tolerate having this young lady call me. I did not call her when this happened. I called them. I called the store earlier. This girl called me back and said, "Come down here, and you can buy this for $50." And I show up and she goes, "It's actually $55." And I said 55 on the phone. And she's gonna stand there with a straight face, look me in the eye and tell me that. Then we have an issue. Because that is when I have to drive over to Flipside Gaming and pay 60 $. They wanted to charge me 55 at what is this fucking place called? J Street Video Games? Yeah, this place, they've been around for a while somehow. But you know, I understand they've been around for a while. You know, I remember before they were there. I personally, that's just me though. But they've never seen me. Her words to me also yesterday were, "I've never seen you in here before." That was her closing. Okay, sorry to see you go. I've never seen you in here before. I was wearing a mask though. Hashtag was wearing the mask. But yeah, I'm not gonna tolerate. Again, you are gonna call. She called me. I can show you. Incoming call from the store. I called them earlier and asked if they had the Marnie box, and she picked up the phone, and she goes, the Marnie box. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be getting it or something. I don't know. We don't have it yet, or yeah, maybe later. I don't know. Then she calls me back later. Like I was like, okay, thank you, and I hung up. She calls me back, and she's like, yeah, were you these Marnie boxes? Like, what's a Marnie? She was like, hold on. She was like, hold on. First, I gotta find out who Marnie is. Well, I'm just speculating here. I don't think she knew who Marnie was prior to Friday. That's all I have to say about that. Prior to Friday, did this girl know who Marnie was? I don't know. Maybe she did. Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't. Anyways. She calls me back. I was trying to go back to work. See, this is the problem. I try to remember, what was I doing before I got interrupted? What was I in the middle of doing? I'm trying to get back to work. I just can't. This is just bugging me. This whole encounter, because it's just ridiculous. I'm not going to tolerate it. She called me and says, if you drive in your fucking cool car and come over to Crossgates and pay a toll. Okay. I had to pay a toll to go to this fucking place. She's like, yeah, come to Crossgates Mall and I'm going to give you the Marnie box for $50. And I was like, if that's true, I'm there. So next thing you know, I was walking into Crossgates with my big bag of shit, because right before I went over here, after she told me you can have it for 40 or 60, I'm sorry, she told me, or 50. What did she say? Anyways, I actually remember what she said. I'm just trying to recall. Anyways, she, this is the whole issue. Yes, I do specifically remember she said 50 on the phone. But anyways, this just wasn't sitting good with me. Anyway, she called me back and she says, if you come over here right now, you can have my Marnie milk. She didn't say that specifically, but you know what I mean. She's like, you can buy the thing for $50. That's the key point that I'm trying to express here, is that this young lady called me on the phone. It was pretty obvious what was going on, judging by their Instagram, judging by who was in the store, judging by who I spoke to on the phone. It was clear who this person was. And she said to me on the phone, come to the store. She called me. This was after I called earlier asking if they had it. And she hardly even knew what a Marnie was. She was like, wait, a Marnie box? Yeah, I think we're getting that in this weekend. Anyways, yeah, so she did a little research. She played a few levels of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and she learned about Marnie. And then she gave me a call back, and she said, come on down to this LGS here at Crossgates Mall. RIP to the gamekeeper at Crossgates Mall. Let's ring the raid bell for the gamekeeper at Crossgates Mall, an actual LGS, not a wannabe LGS that sells used cards. I'm sorry, LGS, why are you selling used cards? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, stick to the new stuff. If you're an LGS, sell the new stuff. Yeah, I'll say it. Stick to selling the new stuff. If you're selling the used stuff, it's like, okay, well, you're running a pawn shop. You're not running an LGS. You're running a pawn shop. And anyway, and you get to, because I fucking drove over and paid a toll, after you told me on the fucking phone, $50 for this milk carton, and I drive there and I get there and she's 55. It is just something I'm not going to put up with. I would rather drive over to Flipside and pay $60 plus tax than deal with that. Because I remember when that place wasn't there and it was just Spencer Gifts over there and there was no J Street Video Games, and there were people lining up down the hall to go to Gamekeeper to get Pokemon Jungle First Edition, because that's just how it went down. People, they got what they got. They sold it for what they sold it for. People came in, they stood in a fucking line, order. They probably stood fucking almost 6 feet apart too, even without being asked. And they stood in an orderly fashion. And they waited their turn to go buy some packs, and just everybody seemed to get as much as they wanted. At the end of the day, with that kind of stuff, like, everybody came through, they stood in line, they waited, they bought their shit, and then they went home. They did not call them when they were working. I stopped what I'm doing because I get very few phone calls. Believe it or not, this may shock some of the viewers tonight, but I actually do not get a lot of phone calls. So anyways, I was interrupted. When I get a phone call, I know it is some serious shit. Little did I know it was going to be a bunch of nonsense, or else I wouldn't have driven over to J Street Video fucking shit. So That's fine. I won't be going back, and that's okay. Anyways, I don't want to say what I'm gonna do, but no, I'm not planning on going back there anytime soon. So yes, I'll be much happier to drive across town and go pay $60 plus tax. Yes, I'm making a point here, but that's what happened, and I can talk about it because that's what happened, and it is the truth. And I've been trying to get into the shiny hunt, and I have not been able to focus on my shiny hunting now because I'm so fired up about this Marnie situation. Because you can, say what you want about the card game, the state of things, the way that the cards are released, what's printed, and this and that. With anything related to life in general. And this is unacceptable behavior, and I'm just not happy about it, and I'm still upset about it. And this is all I can do. I tried speaking to this owner of J Street Video Games. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to be willing to really continue a conversation. He tried to calm me down a little bit, but this $5 over this Marnie box with the phone. If she didn't call me, up, I wouldn't even give a fuck at all. If she called me up and gave me her personal phone number and told me that I could buy the Marnie box for $70, I am almost positive I would have said, you can go fuck yourself with the phone number, but I'll come over and buy the Marnie for $70. See, when I got into the vehicle and paid the tolls and drove over there and everything, that was all under the agreement that it was going down for $50. I was expecting to pay tax on that. I wasn't going to show up and act like I'm not supposed to pay tax on it. But anyways, this Marnie box is actually better than any other Marnie box because it has the custom Marnie that only I have. Check this out. Just for fun. Here's my personal Marnie that I was using since back in February. Because, guys, let me tell you a little story about the Pokemon trading card game in February through April-ish of this year. Oh, I'm trying to get some product at a decent price here. Holy moly, because it's like we had this Shining Fates release, and it was just like, sorry, I'm not willing to pay this price, so there's just going to be none. And that's how it was for a very long time, and that's how it was, and it's unfortunate that happened. And it is what it is, and I don't have any negative feelings about it, and I'm happy to be involved with everything, but I cannot tolerate this calling me, right, and telling me these things, and then I show up there, and and then you try to do that because I want the Marnie, and I'm there, and I want it, and only you got it, huh? Because I'm sorry, your store's been building a relationship with your distributor for the last 4 years or 10 years, whatever. Oh my goodness, like whatever. Like I have these people that it's like, I've been doing trading cards for over 2 years, young man, and I will have you know that I'm very knowledgeable about Marnies. And it's so funny that you can't even laugh. It's painfully funny that you cannot even laugh. You just make that face that Gary does when he pulls the consecutive PSA Charizard 10s there, when Gary got his magical box. See, I'm just trying to get the music levels just right because I want it to sound perfect for you while I'm doing the shiny hunt. Okay, I'm feeling a little better. I'm feeling a little bit better about the Marnie situation. I think I can go ahead and stop talking about that now. So let's go back to this so I can just transition now real quick. Because right now I'm still in Marnie mode, so we need to get back into shiny mode because Marnie's not shiny. There's no shinies when it comes to promos that I want so bad. There's just that one Marnie. Anyways, thank you so much. Spoof Nation tuning in tonight. I'm going to get started now. Spoof Nation tuning in tonight. Bot for Life spooning in tonight. Thank you so much. Spooning in tonight. Bot for Life. Black Fear coming through on YouTube. Bless their social media. Yes, I don't know. I'm just doing whatever. I'm trying to, very reasonably try to make myself feel better about the whole thing. I'm still not happy about it, but at least right now I'm breaking a sweat a little bit talking about it. So that's good progress towards moving on to the shiny hunting. It's been, like I said, I couldn't even sleep last night practically. I was so upset about this. So I did not sleep well last night. Sorry guys. I'm just real upset about that little incident. That was ridiculous. It was like when I came eye to eye with this chick, it was just like there was so much that went back and forth like so quickly. Like she was just like she did not want to do this box. She did not want to sell me this box. Anyways, I do want to just put out there. Anyways, I missed a whole aspect of the story here. I'm getting fired up for Marnie again. It's time to bring out the Marnie again now. We'll go to this real quick. So the final piece of the Marnie story, hopefully, with the milk box there. Hopefully the final piece here. Prior to me going over there to get it for $50, before I left, because I know that this place operates in a pawn shop, Pawn Stars. They basically are Pawn Stars over there, right? They do Pokemon cards. You go, you sell, and then you sell, they buy, you sell. It's, I don't know. They keep winning, you keep losing. Something in there. They keep selling, they keep buying, and somehow you keep selling and buying, you keep losing, they keep winning. It's crazy. Anyway, with these used cards, you sell them the card. They open the pack. There's nothing in the pack. You sell them back what was in the pack for cheap, and then I sell you some more packs, and you just keep losing and they keep winning, right? That's the beautiful aspect of running a pawn shop out of an LGS, which is just like, okay, I don't know. Is that the kind of place you would want to go for like, TCG events, like a pawn shop? You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna bring the kids down to a Pokemon trading card game, ages 6+ event, and it's in a pawn shop, we're probably gonna go someplace else, right? But I mean, that's essentially what this J Street Video pawn shop we'll call it from now on. So I don't mention them by name too much because they don't really have a relationship with anybody, but they seem to do a whole lot of buying and selling. It reminds me of that Village Music World with people coming in, selling their old stuff, buying more, they bring their stuff, and it's just like it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. And you would think you'd be a little decent with these people. And man, they will run you down. Holy crap. Like you'll be walking in there with thousands of dollars worth of vinyl, right? To Village Music World, thousands of dollars worth of vinyl. And Jamal will be like, yeah, I'll give you $100 for it, maybe. $50, whatever. And he'll somehow get this amazing inventory, right? Oh, amazing. The amazing hot inventory up there. I think that anything unsealed in there, probably the cigarette smoke in the air, condition probably not as good on those. But anyways, yes, this whole pawn shop business, it's just like I don't know. I remember going to Gamekeeper and going to TCG events, etc. Nobody ever sold. There was no money going anywhere. It was if you wanted shit, you bought the packs. There was no stores buying used cards back from people like this. I don't know. Not like how it is now, where it's like a pawn shop. I don't know. Like at the Gamekeeper, they never had a display of used stuff that people had brought in that they paid them pennies on the dollar for. Because if they have any good inventory, they didn't get it from the distributor directly, right? Or did they? Or didn't they? Somehow they ended up with it, and it's much more expensive now. And now you have to pay a lot more because you don't have the relationship with them. which is fine. I mean, I can deal with all that. I can operate with that's the USA, right? That is the laws of how things work. You just deal with it. If you want to charge, if you want to take dollar bin LPs and mark them up to like $20 and $30, and there's actually people that are dumb enough to come buy the shit for $20, $30, like, okay, fine. But this kind of trickery that I experienced on Friday was nothing short of what Team Rocket themselves would be doing with this kind of trickery, with Team Rocket trickery. Because if you want to go check the Discord room here, you can scroll back and see that I accepted that if I don't see it for 40, I'm not going to buy it. And something sort of escalated from there when I got a phone call from a certain someone. And I drove and paid a toll to go have that magical connection in the eyes where so much was said. And she tried to, get me on $5. Like, what does that tell you about this store? You think that's the first time anything like that's ever happened? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe that was the first time that this girl has ever just, they're already spending more money. We'll just, increase it and my sales are going up, right? Or whatever, I don't know what's going on over there. I'm not trying to make any kind of allegations about what happens in there. All I can tell you is what I experienced when I was telephoned by this young lady, not Marnie, the young lady working at the quote unquote LGS. Let's not be too loose with that term LGS. Hi, YouTube Edgar Aguilar. Thank you for tuning in. No. Yes, maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm still telling the story of Marnie, so there's gonna be no Kangaskhan at the moment. Right now, it's gonna be 100% Marnie discussion. So, anyways, this girl called me up, told me that I could have her Marnie box if I drove over to Crossgates Mall and paid her $50 plus tax, which she didn't say plus tax, but whatever. I wasn't gonna hold her to it. But she told me 50. She called me. She told me 50. So knowing at this point that now I'm going to have to pay more than 40, which is basically the price I've set, that I'm not wanting to pay more than. We're up to the 50. I'm already not comfortable with this. So what I did was I grabbed some of my shit that I have around the house, like new sealed stuff. Like, I'm not gonna get into the details of it. I do my little buying stuff and then saving it and selling it, little eBay, little save and flipperoonie here, little few bucks here and there. But anyways, I grabbed some of my new sealed, very nice inventory. I brought it in. I wasn't expecting to I wasn't trying to sell anything. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to come in and take money from them or take advantage of them. I was gonna I had for example, I had a whole bag of shit, literally as much good inventory that I could carry that is just I don't feel like dealing with at the moment on eBay because the shipping is just annoying. I try to limit how much eBay I'm doing. So I'm like, you know what? Well, let me just get rid of some of this shit here. This is all really nice. They would probably be happy to have me come, whatever. If they don't want to, if they're not interested, hey, if they don't want to do a trade thing, what? That's fine. I'm not going to be weird. I know the whole deal with the trade. I used to work at a pawn shop / record store. I know the whole deal with buying and selling, whatever. If they're not interested in what I'm bringing in, if they don't actually want to buy it and they're just going to try to tell me the lowest possible price that they think they can buy it for. Anyway, so I got my box. Sorry, I'm getting fired up about Marnie here again. Sorry, excuse me for being passionate about this product. Excuse me for knowing about it prior to Friday. Sorry. So I grabbed it's called J Street Video Games. So I grabbed pretty much all my video game shit that I could carry that I thought he would think was nice, this owner of the store or whatever. knowing full well that when I got there, he may or may not want to just trade something. Like if I had something that he's like, oh, like I had a sealed copy of Animal Crossing, and I was thinking if this guy wants it and he wants to give me like this and like sell it to me for 40, maybe, if I can like, work something out with this guy where I give him, like $40 plus tax, that's all I want to do. I was just trying, and I'm like, maybe I'll get store credit on something. Like I have a Switch, I'll look around the store. Maybe I'll get some Switch shit. I'll get some accessories. Maybe I'll get some I don't know. I'll see what they have. Like, I don't really give a fuck. Like the whole point of me even bringing the shit over there is like, hey, maybe he'll give me $10 off on the Marnie. When I showed up there with my whole bag of shit that I was going to show them that I had, I was thinking, hey, can I get 10? I just want $10 off the Marnie. I didn't even ask for it. That's in my head. That's all I was thinking. That's all I wanted to do when I went in there on Friday with all my shit. So anyways, after this chick tells me on the phone, you can come over here and have it for 50, I show up there, looking, kind of weird. I got like all my shit with me. I probably look like I'm, living under a bridge or something. I don't know. And she starts dealing with me, she's like, I need to see your ID, like, and then she like sort of looked at it and she was like, scope me out or whatever. And I did the whole thing with like, are you guys interested in any of the stuff that I'm bringing in? If not, I mean, it's fine. Which I didn't even need to say. I wasn't even paying attention to what they were doing because they did have some used stuff in there at the time, some used cards, and I was trying to just look at some of them, and I was just commenting on them. I was like, oh, there was one guy there who sort of looked like he was kind of interested in maybe what I had to say, while this other young lady was looking at all my stuff that I brought in, and I'm standing there. He's got like a first edition Chansey in the box for like a couple $100. I'm like, that's nice. That's really sick. He had like a first edition Electabuzz base set for $50, and I was just saying like, I think that's like really cool. $50 for a base set Electabuzz. I think that's like a really good price. Like that's really awesome. I was telling him why first edition base set rare cards are so special to me personally, which I'm not gonna get into the details of. That was a conversation between me and this guy or whatever. He sort of seemed interested in what I was talking about as I opened up to him. But anyways, whatever. So I had a moment. I was just appreciating some of their finest Pokemon cards that they had in the display case with the young man standing behind them. And just after they gave me the whole deal with kind of what they were interested in buying and what they didn't want to buy, I was kind of like, okay, all right, we're not going to do any of that. I'm not going to say that I was insulted with what they offered me because I understand like how a pawn shop works. I wasn't expecting to make money or anything. When I rolled in there, I was not thinking, I'm going to buy this Marnie box and flip it. Anyways, I was planning on going home and enjoying that milk myself. But anyways, that's another completely different story. So I'm standing there, I'm looking at the first edition Chansey, I'm looking at the first edition Electabuzz, sort of, trying to make some small talk with this guy here. He looked very bored. He looked like he was fucking ready to get out of there. And I thought I would brighten this guy's day up a little bit and try to just, be nice and just speak to him quickly. I'm sorry if that offended him, if he's watching this now, that I tried to engage in a conversation with the Pokemon cards that he was standing in front of. I'm sorry. But he did seem interested in what I had to say about the cards. But anyways, I don't have anything negative to say about this guy. This guy's very nice. I'm just trying to point out that as this young lady was going through and doing her thing there, finding how much she's supposed to pay me for this and how much she's supposed to pay me for that, figuring all that complicated math out. I was standing there, waiting for her to do her math and figure out how much she was going to give me for the Animal Crossing on Nintendo Switch brand new seal. She wasn't really sure, like, how much should I offer this guy for a Nintendo Switch brand new seal? She wasn't, I don't know. She had to like look it up. She was, she was in the position to make buying decisions, I guess, but she's standing there like, I don't know. Let's. She can't just give me a quick like, oh yeah, how this is that for the Switch. This is that. Like she has to go like look up. She had to go like look up. How much should I pay him for a brand new Nintendo Switch? I don't know. Anyways. So as she was doing all that fun little stuff over there, looking up all her magic numbers, I was speaking to this guy, very nice, enjoying their used cards. Everything was going very cool. The only problem is this young lady was acting like I was like, she was treating me like I was some like homeless person in there, and she was kind of like just like what is going on here, kind of deal with me. At this point, she didn't know that I was the guy that called about the Marnie box when she was doing her numbers over here. I think maybe she knew I was there for the Marnie before this all went down. Maybe she didn't. I don't remember. I don't remember if I said I was there for the Marnie at the beginning or not. I guess that's irrelevant. When I went in there, I let it all hang out. I was just very honest with them. I went in. It was it's been a while. I've been out scoping out the LGSs, trying to find one. I finally did. It was a lot of work. But yeah, I was in there. She thought I was in there like trying to. She accused me of trying to. She was saying things like she said at one point she told me I don't appreciate getting ripped off by resellers. That is one thing she said to me when I left. But anyway, so I had my big bag of shit. She was figuring out how much to offer me for what they wanted and what they weren't interested in. She gave me her number. I said, okay, that's all right. That's okay. I'm not gonna trade anything in today. So I'll just take the Marnie box. She's like, all right. So at this point, they're acting really weird. There's another guy behind the thing. They're all acting fucking really weird the whole time I'm in there. And yeah, I thought they were acting weird. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I was there. I was like, yeah, so at the whole time I was in there, I didn't say a single word about anything until she rang it up. And in that exact moment there, when I didn't say a single word to her about the price between her phone call to me and me being there in person with the credit card in hand, like, okay, how much is this again, did you just say? At that point, when she thought that it would be an appropriate time to charge me an extra $5, at that point is where the issue began that I'm having right now still. Because, like, I wasn't interested in this chick. Like, no thanks. She wasn't my type, So, like, this isn't about, like, it was, she's a female and I was rejected by her or something. This is not about me and this young lady who works at J Street. This is about me and Marnie. This is about where's the camera? Hi. This is about me and Marnie, and this is a story about when this product was first announced, first talked about 3 months ago, I believe it was 3 months ago. We were saying, oh boy, that Marnie box, that's a nice one that's coming out in 3 months or so. That's going to be hard to get. We knew it was going to be hard to get. We all knew, everybody going into this shit, we knew that Marnie, okay, first of all, she's on the milk carton, right? So you know that everybody's looking for her, right? If you're on a milk carton, isn't that like saying, like, he's on the milk carton? Is anybody watching this shit right now or no? Let me see, we got a little restream. I'm just gonna take a pause and see what we got. See what we got as far as the audience goes tonight. Because right now I'm just seeing Edgar and Spoof Nation, Black Fear, and the Bot for Life up in the house. Let's see. Oh, well, let's see. According to this, it says I have 4 viewers. That seems appropriate. That seems legitimate. 0 on Facebook. Big surprise. The Facebook community is not too interested in the content that you have to watch for more than 30 seconds, right? This program does not translate well into 30-second clips. I've tried to make this work before, and it's just not that type of program. It doesn't work. Hello, hey, Bob for Life. Bob for Life, hello. Oh no, I don't know. I was on a whole rant there for, let's see. I was on a rant for, over 4 minutes. That's all. Over 4 minutes. I needed a little valid. Oh no, over 4. I was going to say that seemed very short. Yeah, I had no comment on YouTube for over 14 minutes. That's okay. I'm not saying that anybody's obligated to come. I'm definitely not going to ask you to do it. I won't even ask you to like or subscribe. I won't even tell you to hit thumbs down anymore. I was just, that's all. I was just like, I was literally like, is this thing on? Hold on. No, okay, we're on. Okay, never mind. That's all I was just checking. We're good. We're good, Bot for Life. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Bot for Life checking in, making me feel very nice. And that's what it's all about. You can find these people out there that they make you feel very nice. And this Marnie is one of them. This Spoof Nation. I always enjoy seeing him in here. This Edgar Aguilar requesting me a Kangaskhan raid. You know, I feel very good about all these names in here right now. Fear TV. These are all names I feel very nice about. And just unfortunately, this person who I did not get their name, even though they called me, this person is calling me on my personal number. And I don't even know her name, and she was calling me. Hey, I don't even know her name. I didn't even know her name. And she's calling my phone somehow. That she got. Okay, here's the fun fact that I just realized. See, this is one reason why it's good to discuss this stuff. Ring the real raid bell. That's one reason. That is one reason why it is very, very important. Anyways, back to the, let's see. Yeah, just, I'm just, let me see. I completely lost my train of thought. So everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling good, and I'm not feeling good about this thing or whatever, but, I'm feeling very nice about all the other names in here. Thank you all so much. But yeah, Bob for Life, he would do the same, walk out and paint. It doesn't even matter where I was in the train of thought, because it's all gonna go back to the same place anyways eventually. It's all gonna go back to the John game. The Johnny game right here. But yeah, I think okay. This is really important. That's why I stopped everything I was doing. This is a really important point. Ring the real raid bell one more time for this important point. And sorry, I got so flustered. It was so important that I remember to bring this up. See, this is why we have to talk about these things. It's very important to talk. That is what I was just saying. It's very important to talk about these things, because then hopefully I can feel better about it at some point, and then I can get some sleep. Unlike last night, because I was up half the night, and then I was sleeping. I was sleeping in. I was taking a nap, and just can't do that. So that's why it's really, really important to just keep things moving and keep things going in a positive direction here, because then you realize these amazing little other tidbits of information that I'm about to bring up. Here's the incredible point that I've been trying to illustrate for the last couple of minutes. This young lady, not this young lady, Marnie, not her, the young lady at the store who called me, what I'm about to say is 100% accurate. She was at work, and she got my phone number from her job and called me back. So she got my phone number from her job. She called me, and I didn't even know her name. That is how it went down. I did call the store asking where Marnie was. When I called the store, I did not ask to be called back. I was not thinking that I would be phoned up by a young lady and told, come and get this milk for $50. And that's all I have to say about that. So thank you so much for the Marnie rant support. Again, thank you guys, Spoof Nation in the house, Bot for Life, Edgar, Aguilar, giving me that emotional support. Thank you guys so much. Now let's do a shiny hunt. Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll get the shiny. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get the Marnie. Maybe I won't. Maybe XAQ 343 is gonna get some milk for 50. Hey, milk for 50 could be worse. Could be worse, and that's why I ended up paying 60. Could be worse, right? I don't know. I just call me crazy. I just liked the product. So you can make fun of me. I paid over MSRP. Ha ha. He got played by J Street Games. They made him think that there's a good 50. No. No, I did get it. I got the Marnie. And I paid 60, and that's fine. It's okay. I would, if she told me 51, would I have driven over there? I don't know. That's the thing. And it doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make is that she told me 50. And then when I'm in the store, they are going to kick me out of the store because there's 3 of them and only 1 of me. And that's basically, there's 3 of them and there's 1 of me. So I need to leave basically. And they're right and I'm wrong. And that is the world that I am supposed to be okay with living in. Walking out of this place. Am I supposed to be happy about this shit that's going on? Am I supposed, is that the right thing to do? Is that the right thing to do? To have this girl tell me 50 and then to my face tell me 55? Am I supposed to shut up? Is that the right thing? Am I supposed to just say yes? And just let her and not even have any say? I can say no. I can say, yes, I'll drive over 50. And then I can say, no, I'm not giving you 55 for it. I will go find it fucking somewhere else. Go fuck yourself. Because when I have these young ladies, we'll see how long the youth lasts there. When we have these young ladies, such as Marnie, for example, who like to call my phone and tell me they're gonna do certain things for a certain amount of money here, and then I drive over. I don't know. Anyways. I don't know. That's just the agreement that we had. I don't know. And I don't know. Is that the right thing to do? Am I supposed to stop talking about it now? Am I supposed to say, no, I got played and that's okay. And just, we're at their mercy and we show up and we can have these people do. How would you feel, hypothetically, Spoof Nation, how would you feel if Walmart, or how would you feel if your baker down the street, let's say, called you up and said, hey, baby, come get some of my bread for $1. And then you get out of bed, you take a shower, you get dressed, you go over there with your $1 in hand, plus tax or whatever, and you get there and she says, oh, no, I said that was $3 on the phone. No, I said $3 on, and you're over there and you're hungry and you're looking at her in the face like, you told me 50 on the phone. Really? You're gonna fucking stand, and then we're gonna have 2 people. I heard her say 50. I heard her say 55 on the phone. Yeah, you're gonna have this guy behind you. Now, once I start fucking, saying no to what she's trying to do here, then he's gonna step up and say, this guy in the back, he's gonna say, oh no, I heard her say 55 on the phone. You know what? Maybe this guy's on some drugs or something if he thinks that she said 55 on the phone, because I was on the fucking phone with her after she called me and I actually heard her say 50. So if he heard her say 55, he probably needs to either get his hearing checked, or you might want to take a look at what this guy's doing on the job when he's hallucinating and imagining things that aren't really there. I'm not sure if those are the kind of people I'd want working for me. I don't know. Yeah, but yo, is this yeah, but I feel like Yabada on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. I feel like this is I feel like possibly you might be someone I interacted with recently on your channel or something. I might have said, hi, what's up, or something like that. I don't know. Oh, look at this. The Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy. Official Player's Guide. You guys ever seen this? You guys ever seen this? This is the thing that comes with the free Venusaur. Now, back in my day, this was the equivalent of the Marnie box. There would be as much shit as you want at the store. You buy as much as you fucking want. And free inside, there's a special all-new Venusaur card. And I have every other promo. So it's like, okay, well, I have every single other one. I got to get this one too. I must have this one also. Since I have the rest of them, I got to catch them all. This is what I've been told to do. So many times. To catch them all. That's a lie. You can't catch. Hey, newsflash, guys. I'm just gonna spoil alert. You can't catch them all. I'm sorry. It's not. You can't. There's too many. There's too many. If you pour milk on your head, I'll donate $1,000. All right. Let me see what I got in the fridge. So yeah, here's the milk, guys. Here's the 2% here. This is what I like personally. We got a little 2% there. I don't like to get too much of it because if you get more than a quart, I find that it tends to go bad after a week. Go. Just so you know, everything's legit here. There's the expiration date. That's August 11. It says right there. So just so you guys know, everything's cool here. My milk says August 11. It's only August 8th right now, so we're good here. That's right. Let me ring the real raid bell. XIQ, big 2%, baby. Shiny hidden fate. I don't have any hidden fates. I have 0. So there you go. We got a decent amount in there, I guess. Let's see. We did the Oh, well, we were talking about milk so much. Here's guys, check this out. We were talking about milk so much today. Oh, sorry. We upside down here. We were talking about milk so much today. Let's do a little Marnie milk shot here. A little milk shot for you. This is probably something that you have not seen recently with the milk next to the Marnie. You guys probably haven't seen this very much. A Marnie milk crate with actual milk next to it. But just so you know, if you want to send the $1,000 tip, yes, I'll do your stunt. I'll participate in your stunt if you send it. I'm not gonna do it first though. You have to send the $1,000 first, then I'll do it, and then I think I can call it a day and be happy with the Marnie thing. So let me go put this back in the fridge before we continue, because I don't think this guy's gonna send the $1,000. All right, thanks for bearing with me there. I just had my milk back in the fridge. Definitely don't want that to go bad because I think tomorrow morning is going to be one of those milk and cereal kind of moments, you know. Just wake up and hop in the shower, brush your teeth real quick, and then just eat a whole bunch of milk and cereal. Well, not too much, you know. I only have a little bit of milk left. I don't know. Maybe if Yadbud is gonna send $1,000, then I'm actually not going to have any more of that milk. Even if he does send the $1,000 tip, even if he sends the $1,000 tip, even if he sends it, and I have to do the milk stunt, I still am actually going to be able to have cereal tomorrow because I actually have some almonds milk in the fridge additionally. So KBCRD 104, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a Marnie-licious evening / morning. It's that magical 12:36 a.m. time here where you're not quite sure if it's still tonight or is it tomorrow. Is it tonight still? Is it day 2 of the Marnie situation? Or is it day 3 of the Marnie situation? I think technically it's day 3 now. We're going into Sunday now. So yes, it is now officially Sunday, and I'm still very worked up and unhappy about the Marnie situation at J Street Games and Pawn Shop. Anyways, like I was trying to show y'all. In this TCG booklet here that goes with the game, you actually have in the back here, you have this cool encyclopedia of all the base set through fossil cards here. But they're like, it's all fucked up, so it's like, it has like the Game Boy pixelated version there of each card, which is kind of cool to see how they did that. You can just go through quickly and see like, oh, there's Jungle Snorlax, and then here's how it looked on the Game Boy game. Jungle Snorlax of the card. So yeah, that's what we were looking through earlier before. This is what I was trying to do that before that girl called me, who I didn't even give my phone number to, but that's okay. If anybody out there got my phone number somehow, if you went out and sought it out and you want to call it, do so at your own risk. I may or may not pick up. KBCRD 104, thank you again, tuning in. Right here at the top of the 1240 block here, Spoof for Tricks official live stream. Coming to you live from the official Niantic protest headquarters. Just kidding. Hashtag Hear Us Niantic. I'm actually just kidding. I'm not protesting the game right now. I'm not sure if some of you guys think that's what I'm doing. I'm actually just having a long-winded release here about what happened between this young lady and I over the phone and in person at J Street Video Games on Friday. When I was just wanting to get a little milk. I was just trying to go out and get a little milk. Anyway, before I got too fired up with that, I think we were going to do like a shiny hunt of some sort. Some kind of shiny hunt. What game though? What game do we play? I can't tell because I'm protesting this game. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually not protesting this game whatsoever. I'm just taking my sweet, sweet time to get started. That's all. That's all this is. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll pick out what I'm going to do next. So you got some iTools classics here. My favorite unit. You know what? My Marnie, I'm about to make my Marnie one of the best Marnie boxes out there. Because I don't think at J Street Video Games they put iTools Mobile in the Marnie box. So who's got the Marnie box now? J Street Video Games. Do you see this? Now who's got the better Marnie box? Because back in February, when I just had to tell my kids, sorry, I am not fucking paying those prices for Shining Fates. Just, it was kind of indirectly, I told them that. Just, I am not fucking getting involved in this whole situation. I just can't even, we're just going to have to skip Shining Fates, basically. We're not going to do this set. It's just too crazy. It's just too crazy. But luckily, we were able to get some product at the end here. But back when it was crazy, what I started doing was we started doing proxies more. Just because the participating in the Pokemon trading card game between February and April of this year was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. During that time, I grew very fond of this little Marnie right here, since it's a custom artwork. So yeah, you know, we would make our proxies since it was just not realistic for me to just, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go on eBay and pay over $100 for a Shining Fates ETB or whatever. And that was just the reality of the situation. If you wanted this shit, while Leonhardt and all these people are just, you know, nonstop on YouTube opening Shining Fates. It's like, holy shit, these people seem to have unlimited access to it. But here I am with my Marnie that I had to print out on a piece of computer paper here because like I said, you know, participating in the card game in the traditional sense during that whole thing was just not even realistic. It's like, do you want to, it's like if you want to participate in the Pokemon card game now, like actually like what's going on, you know, with the new sets that are coming out, you have to, you know, build a relationship with like all these people to like figure out when to go and get this shit. And it was like, it was pretty intense. You may or may not have heard in the news at one point, Target stopped selling Pokemon cards entirely because they had some issue where there was a gun involved or something like that. But luckily things are starting to get back to normal, and that is the beautiful thing about the Marnie box that I would like to finish, hopefully, my point with the whole Marnie thing here. This card, let me explain to you what it does. It's a supporter, so you can only play it from your hand one time per turn. You can only play one supporter card per turn. It lets you shuffle, each player shuffles, I'm going to try to recite it without looking at it. Each player shuffles their hand. This is one of the most interesting, complicated aspects of any trainer card I can think of, which is why Marnie's incredible, which is why I'm so fond of this product here, because I like the card because it has so many different angles to it. There is so much going on with card Marnie. I will say that this card Marnie is the most definitive game, the most definitive card of the modern TCG era. Yes, more definitive than ADP because every single deck can't have ADP in it, and this is a much more complicated card than Professor's Research. Much more complicated. Each player shuffles their hand. This is so bizarre. You shuffle your hand, then you put it underneath your deck. Then the person who played the card draws 5, and the other person draws 4. That is just, it is so complicated. You've got your recycling cards back into your deck from your hand. You're also getting draw. See, the great thing about Research is you get to draw 7, but you discard your hand. Marnie lets you recycle your hand back into the deck. So even if it's not your turn, you can be experiencing Marnie. Because during my turn, typically during the game, you go back and forth. It's my turn. You sort of, you know, take a break there. I do my turn. You know, you pay attention to what I'm doing, but you know, you go back and forth or whatever. With the Marnie here, during the turn, you're the person who it isn't even their turn, and they're shuffling and drawing. Normally doing something like this, like playing a reset stamp, where your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and then draws cards. I mean, typically something like that, it's going to be, you know, you have to sort of know what you're doing there, but, you know, you can sort of run it different ways, but, I mean, it's just completely, this card makes it so that at the end of your turn, every single turn when you're playing, you don't know if you're going to have the same hand again when it's your turn again. You never know. When Marnie is in the game, in this modern era of TCG, every single time you take a turn and you finish your turn, you never know if Marnie is going to come get you and you're going to lose your hand. So it spices the game up, because then like you're playing shit out of your hand because you're like, well, I don't want to get Marnied. If I get Marnied, let me play this shit before he Marnies me or whatever. So this card, it just if you're playing, it doesn't go in every deck. I guess it could, but it's unlike anything that I can remember before playing through multiple generations, with how dynamic and complex you can play this card. You're shuffling your own hand and your opponent's hand. It's just but it's not. Then that is just the other thing about Marnie. She takes it to the next level at that point with putting the shit at the bottom of the deck, because again, this is a complicated technique. Normally it's either you discard or like you shuffle your hand into your deck, or you shuffle your deck or whatever. It's not you shuffle your hand, then you put your hand underneath your deck. It's just really, and then you draw a card. It's just very, very complicated and bizarre drawing. It's everything. It is literally the entire. This Marnie card is just the entire game has just it really does just center around this Marnie, because I would argue that Boss's Orders is such a game-defining card, but Marnie is a lot more complicated than Boss's Orders, so it just makes everything just that much more complicated. Because when your turn ends, you know, I might get bossed out, I might not. They might Boss's Orders me around, they might not. They might Marnie me, they might not. But like, what's a spicier sensation? What is gonna shake your day up? What is just gonna like make you stop and say, oh, more? Is it bosses? Oh, he Boss's Ordered me out. Or is it, oh, I get to shuffle my hand. I get to shuffle my hand, but then I put my hand under my deck, but then I draw. I mean, that's just a lot more interesting than, you know, Boss's Orders. I'm the boss, you know. I'm the boss. I say send that out. This is much more interesting, and it keeps things much more interesting. So yes, I will go ahead and go out on a limb, and I will say that Marnie is the most definitive support card, the most definitive card of this era. I was saying Boss's Orders for a while, but that was before I learned to appreciate Marnie. When I first ran into Marnie, I would always hate Marnie so much, because I'm trying to do my thing, and then out of nowhere, boom, shuffle your hand and then put it. That's the fucked up thing with this card, is it's not even shuffle your hand into your deck. It's and then maybe you'll draw some of those cards again. It's like, no, shuffle your hand, put it underneath your deck. You're not getting any of those cards. Any of those cards you just had in your hand, they're gone, and you're not going to get them back now. It spices up things so much. You have to have shit like this, because when it gets too repetitive over and over again, you have people, you know, they're like, oh, it's just ADP. And you know, it is what it is. Marnie, and the thing is, here is why Marnie is such a important card. If you don't play Marnie during your turn, or during your game, if you do not play Marnie, it says just as much as if you do play her. If you don't put Marnie in the deck, that is just as strategic of a move as playing a Marnie at the right time, because the climate has adapted to her so much that we anticipate her even if she's not in the deck. But then we also have to accept that this is just how the game is now. Play it like you're going to get Marnied every single turn. And that it just completely fires up this entire game. Because this card incentivizes people to just play cards during their turn. This makes me want to play. It makes me want to do all this other weird shit because I don't know if Marnie's gonna be there or not. It makes me want to do all this crazy stuff. So yeah, that's and it all just built and it built and it built. I used to not like Marnie because I didn't play Marnie. And if you don't play Marnie, she is still out there and she might come and get you, even if you don't play her. So over time, I came to just accept, because I used to see Marnie. I didn't play it, so anytime I saw Marnie, I would see it as a bad thing. All my card, I did not see it as draw. It's very disruptive initially, but yeah, you have to just go with it. And when you get into it, and you just sort of jump in and you just go with it, and you play Marnie when you see it. And you don't play it when it's not the right time, and you put it in the deck and you don't put it in the deck, and just it's all about did you put Marnie in your deck? Did you not put Marnie in your deck? Because the thing is, if you don't put Boss's Orders in your deck, I'm sorry, but your deck is missing something. That's the thing. It's not as fun to just have this card that is like, oh, Boss's Orders, you got to put 1 in every deck or 4 in every deck. That's debatable, but I don't think anybody who understands this game would tell you that in most decks, you're going to want to play at least 1 to 4, or somewhere in there, 1 to 4 Boss's Orders, or a substitute for the card, or, something else that does the job of Boss's Orders. Again, cards like that Appleton with the Appleton from Rebel Clash. That is a card, when you see it, you say, oh, that's kind of like a Boss's Orders. It does the Boss's Orders. There's nobody like Marnie, though. So at first, when you couldn't have her, when I just had no access to her, I would hate it when she came around because I would lose everything in my hand. But as I learned to just relax and go with it, it just, hey, it makes the game a little more interesting. Okay, whatever, we're gonna expect it, we're gonna go with it, and just we're gonna always be thinking about it. So that was my mindset on Friday when this gal calls me up and says, hey, come get a Marnie for $50. Just the entire, all this frustration I felt towards the situation with the game is like, whatever, like, let's just get, I want this thing, let's just get it. I said I wasn't going to pay more than 40. Okay, I'll go pay 50 for it. Okay, fine. And it really brought everything full circle, because here is the most beautiful part of the whole Marnie story. You have this card, Marnie. You either know what this card is or you don't. You have an opinion of it. There's a product announced. In 3 months, we're releasing this Marnie thing. Maybe you love her, maybe you hate her. If you love her, we have a great product for her. If you don't like her, this is probably not for you. I don't know. Do you like 7 booster packs? I don't know. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Some people like the boosters. I don't know. But this I didn't give a fuck about the boosters. I still haven't even opened the boosters from my Marnie box. I did not even crack any of those boosters. I am not going to open them because I'm gonna give them to my kids. Plot twist. But it's just so beautiful the way that Marnie brought the whole fucking thing together. Because 3 months ago, when they announced this product, 3+ months ago or whatever, some people said, I fucking gotta have that shit that Marnie, and other people were like, oh, whatever. Some people were like, maybe 3 months ago they didn't know about Marnie, you know? I'm not sure when these stores put in pre-orders for them. I don't know. The product was announced like 3 months ago, right? So, or whatever. So let's say that these stores put in like orders maybe 3 months ago, right? Maybe 2.5 months ago. And they said, the distributor's like, hey, we got some Marnies. You want some Marnies? And the guy's probably like, yeah, Marnie? Yeah, what else you got? You got some theme decks? He was probably trying to get theme decks. I don't know. I'm just speculating there. But I can imagine the conversation as it goes between these distributors and these LGS pawn shop owners. Probably very very professional situation going on there. I'm sure. Oh, fucking ridiculous, this shit, just to get the fucking Marnie box. So they said, 2.5 months ago, the distributor put their call in owner to the LGS owner. They're like, hey, you want some Marnie boxes? The guy's like, Marnie? Who's Marnie? They're like, it's a Pokemon thing. You want some Marnies? They're like, who's the Marnie? I don't know what to know about Marnie. What do you want, Pokemon? They're like, no, hey, you can get like 4 of these. They're like, all right, okay. Are they, how much we pay for those? Yeah, okay. What's the MSRP? How much you pay? Okay, all right. I'm sure that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just imagining things here. I could be. I am just speculating, but I would imagine that was for the most part, what went back and forth with them. They were like, "This is we got these Marnies. You want some?" And they were probably like, "Can we get whatever?" And they're like, "Okay, here you go." When they were ordering Marnie, I'm not sure if the person who made the decision about how many orders they were going to put in for Marnie is familiar with shuffling your hand and putting it underneath your deck and drawing 4 or 5 cards. I'm not sure if they're familiar with that, but anyways, when they put in the Marnie order. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. That's really beside the point. Because the young lady who pulled this shit with me yesterday, I can assure you, was not on the edge of her seat waiting for Friday for Marnie to come out. I doubt that she was, going to sleep, whatever, on Friday last week thinking, oh, Marnie comes out in a week. I strongly doubt that was one of the things that was going through her head as she was laying in bed at night. Maybe thinking about me. I don't know. She did get my phone number from her job and called me. I don't know. But maybe she did. Maybe that's why she didn't want to give me the Marnies, because she's got a fucking thing for Marnie. Maybe this young lady who called me and said, come get my Marnie for $50, maybe she didn't even want to sell me the Marnie, and she was just trying to trick me to get over there to see what I looked like. Since she had my phone number already, she wanted to scope me out maybe. I don't know. But the beautiful thing about the Marnie box that brings everything full circle is that this product itself, the Marnie box, it played out just like the card does. Some people knew what it was, some didn't. When the people who didn't know what it was realized what it was, they decided to take the opportunity to inflate the price that they felt comfortable charging for it. And that's fine. It's all cool. It's all fine. But the thing is, Marnie came and showed everybody exactly what's going on. She put a reset to the whole fucking situation. Everybody shuffled their hands. I shuffled my hand. The LGSs around the world shuffled their hands. They put them underneath their decks. And somebody tried to draw 5 when they were supposed to draw 4. And then tried to lie to me about what they were doing. Because the way it all played out, when she realized that I wasn't some homeless person in here trying to sell a bunch of stuff that I stole, then she felt like, oh, I guess I can do an extra $5 of sales right now. I don't know. I've never worked in stuff like sales where it's like commission based. I've never worked in that kind of environment before where you get commission on sales. I've never done that. You guys, you may just hear me out here. I swear I've never even had an iTools affiliate link or anything. Just I never even tried to get anybody to click my link because I got, a few cents off it. I never even did any of this shit with you guys, trying to get you guys to click on certain things. Maybe over the years I may have asked you to like or thumbs down or sub or something, but that is just the stuff you gotta say. You say do a like and a sub and all that. That's what you have to say, right? Or else you're not doing a YouTube video correctly. I have to say, make sure you like and subscribe. Because when I say that shit, I actually don't. I don't really want. I just don't know what else to say. If you look back at my older broadcasts where I was less comfortable on the mic, if I'm saying stuff like, make sure you like and subscribe, I'm trying to like fill time, Anyways, I'm not out here doing a live stream for an hour and 22 minutes right now because I want I'm not out here at 1:02 in the morning doing a live stream for an hour and 22 minutes and 57 seconds so that I can try to get 4 people to click on my link. Okay, that's not why I'm here right now. If I was doing that kind of stuff, I probably wouldn't have been driving out to get this $50 Marni. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. This is all speculative at this point. This is the question of the day. Do people, if you say on YouTube, like and subscribe, does that affect your ability to get the Marni box? Because maybe it's all more connected than I initially thought. Maybe this whole Marni thing, this beautiful coin right here, look at this. Maybe this whole Marni thing is going a lot deeper than I thought initially. Maybe this is like some MK Ultra Manhattan Project shit going on with the Marni box, right? This might be the blue pill. It wasn't the blue pill. It was the Marni box. It showed everybody what's really going on. It showed everybody in the TCG which places sell for MSRP a Marni box for $40 and which places charge $50, okay, and which places charge $55, okay, and which places charge $60, okay, and which places charge $75, okay, and all these places charging $90 plus, $100, whatever, okay, that's fine. You can charge $110, but at least the Pokemon Company was smart enough to play the Marni box, to drop this shit, so that everybody who does the cards knows which LGSs are cool and which ones are fucking whack. Which LG... Okay, I will compare 2 LGSs that I went to on Friday, because one of them I did business with on Friday and one I did not. The first one I walked into, it was a pawn shop in a mall that somehow has finagled a relationship with a distributor where they are able to get Marnies. Good for them. If they want to fucking go charge, if they want to charge fucking 60 plus tax, that's cool with me. just don't lie to me or don't tell me one thing on the phone and then when I show up, try to pull a fast one on me. Because I'm a little bit quicker with the math than you might realize. But it's so beautiful that the Pokemon Company just absolutely blessed us with this product. Because when this shit dropped, it was only available at the LGSs. And then it separated every LGS into 2 fucking categories. It's not any more complicated than that. Like, if you want to know anything about where to buy cards, where to stay away from, look at how much they sold the Marnie for. Did they sell it for $40 and it's out of stock? Okay. Did they sell it for, they have it listed for $110 and it's still in stock and you can go buy it? I don't know which store is doing this. And again, you know what? If you got that shit, if you got this Marnie box and you got the balls to go in a store and put it up on the shelf with a price tag for $150, if you want to do that shit, Jamal, that's fine with me. Okay. Whatever. I'm not even going to fucking talk about it more than that. That's fine, but at least now I know how the games are being played by these different LGSs, because now we literally, guys, you do not even understand what a blessing this Marnie box is to the community. Because look at these sleeves. Hold on. For just all things aside, it's been how long, and I'm still oohing and ahhing over this product, guys. It is that good, to the point where, yeah, I was okay with paying, $50 for it. I was okay. I would have driven over to Crossgates for that. Yeah, sure. On release day, yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be fun. I thought my kids were gonna get dropped off, and then I realized they weren't getting dropped off today, and it totally threw my day off because I was thinking they were gonna be here, and then they weren't, and I had a date, and I was like, ooh, what am I gonna do? And the Marnie box came out. One thing led to another. This girl calls me, and the rest is history, right? The rest you can fucking rewind minus 1 hour and 20 minutes if you want to know the whole story. But guys, we are so blessed that not only did we get this fabulous Marnie product, these sleeves are just amazing. I'm standing here just like, I can't get over how nice these sleeves are. They just feel so good when you shuffle them. Everybody complains about these matte sleeves. Yo, have you shuffled the matte sleeves? Guys, just watch this. You do not even know how satisfying this is. Watch this. Oh, I forgot. I'm not boycotting Pokemon Go either. That's actually going to be the big ending of the stream too, I guess, is I'm going to start playing Pokemon Go, right? But guys, this is very nice. If you want it, if you find a price you're comfortable paying for it, go right ahead. You're not going to be disappointed. That's all I have to say about it. And then on top of all that shit, look at this. You get that too. No, I didn't send this to PSA. I didn't put this one in a top loader. I didn't, put it up on the wall. No, this is going in the deck. And this is the Marnie that I'm going to play that you're going to be like, oh shit, not Marnie. That's going to be this one right here. We're going to be playing a little game, right? We're going to be playing a little game, and I'm going to go, hey, guess what? And you're going to be like, and that's going to be exactly how it's going to happen. So just get ready for that, okay? Because Marnie's coming if you're going to play me, just keep in mind that I may or may not have Marnie in the deck, and I know how to use it, and how to not use it. But you guys, hey, Star Sailor, thanks for tuning in. You guys, let's just get back on topic for Pokemon Go real quick. Just because, this is kind of like Pokemon Go in real life now, because like I've been elevated to the point where I'm more interested in aspects of Pokemon Go than, you know, driving out and, you know, walking around and do like, hey, if I want to take a walk or whatever, I'll go take a walk. I don't need to be playing Pokemon Go. Just because I don't play legit, or maybe I play legit and I don't play legit, like whatever. If I'm out and I feel like opening the fucking app and I don't have the iTools, you know, it's easier to just fucking open the app than, you know, plug in the fucking Bluetooth sometimes, right? Then I don't have to carry around, you know, like I keep these in the studio area, guys. I don't carry these around with me like I used to. I used to bring these in the case and all over the place, but no, now these are VIP items. Now these are very important. These ITMs, these are just like Marnie, very, very important stuff. You guys, I hate that I have to be doing this right now, but this fucking product is so nice that I am just still not even over it yet. It's been over a day since I opened this and went through it, and I am still like, holy shit, look at these sleeves. And then I'm going through this and I'm like, yo, there's Marnie. Holy shit, there's fucking Marnie. And she signed the card too. Look at that. She signed it. That's her name right there. Can you read? Hello? Chick who fucking got my phone number from your job and called me. Can you read this? What does that say there? Does that say Marnie right there? I don't know. Do you know who Marnie is? Maybe she forgot about it. Maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she doesn't remember Marnie. Because the only way that Marnie's still in stock over at J Street is if they have it, you know, listed for whatever, right? If it is even there, you know, it's not going to be cheap. If they even have, hey, you know, they got to charge those scalper prices to keep the product on shelves for you. You guys, you got to remember, these LGSs, they're doing you a service. When they charge you, a 50% markup on products above MSRP, you know, like scalper prices. Those are nice. Those are nice. Yeah, I mean, these are crazy. Well, yeah, and then it's just like they drop this shit, and it's just like, you know what? I'm all into it. Let's go get the thing. But you're just one more time here for Marnie. I mean, before, this is what I was doing, like just by myself. I was like, holy shit, this is nice right here. Okay, I hate to be hyping this product up more than I should be, but I mean, I honestly, the amount of energy I've put into this Marnie shit over the last couple of days is just ridiculous. And I feel like it's all very just. It's all deserved. It is that good. Again, and it's worth whatever you want to pay for it. And remember, the LGS is doing you a favor when they charge scalper prices. They are doing you a favor because then they are able to have product in stores. So just remember that. They're able to have their product in stores because they charge the scalper prices, and they're just doing you a favor. You can only get them at the LGS, right? There's only, I believe it was like within a 40 minute of diameter, 40-minute driving radius. There was like 3 places that had it that I called. There was 3 places that had it. You know, but hey, you know, they're doing you a favor. Because I know it's a lot of work to, you know, for me to have to drive, you know, back over to, you know, Clifton Park now just to get the Marnie box. I got to drive all the way to Clifton. Like, I was going to go get it at Crossgates, but now, you know, whatever with that LGS. So I either go to Clifton Park or East Greenbush. But yeah, guys, just remember that when the fucking LGS is charging you scalper prices, they're doing you a favor, and you're supposed to like celebrate them, and you're like supposed to love it, and you're supposed to go like be like, oh, you're supposed to go build a relationship with them now, and like, you know, oh, I know about the products that you're scalping on, and you're gonna let me in on the pre-scalp action because now I know you, and you're gonna let me know before time, and I get in on this and get on that before you. And the frustrating shit is that I was there 3 months ago whenever this product got released, and I was like, yo, I want this shit. And then this LGS, they're like, oh, he wants it so bad. I'm gonna do him a big favor, since this product XYZ is, for whatever reason, it's very limited supply. This product, that's fair to say, this product was very limited supply. It was very hard to find them anywhere as expected. Everything was as we expected. Everything went down exactly. I'm trying to get the perfect angle here. Everything went down exactly how it had to happen. So exciting. So exciting. Yeah, so it completely just culminated on Friday with the Marnie, and now it's over, and it is what it is. So make sure you say thank you to your LGS next time they scalp you. Make sure you thank them. So you're a very good player. Sorry, I was just putting my Marnie shit back together here. You see the Marnie cards in there. Woo! All right. Marnie's going bye-bye, guys. That's enough Marnie today. It's more than enough Marnie. I've said more than enough about the whole thing. I think I really do feel like I've made every point that I want to. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing here, but I've said, you know, it's probably, that's the thing when shit like this happens to me, is I'm trying to just let it go, just forget about it, and then it's like I feel like there's some other aspect of this that we need to examine, and I can't stop, and then I can't sleep. It's like there's more to this. But anyways, enough has been said about Marnie. Hopefully that's all over now. And yeah, it was just a beautiful, beautiful conclusion to the entire thing, because just now we literally exactly have a list. These stores on their website, they sold it for $40. It sold out, but they were $40. So we have a list of all the stores that did that. The list is, you know, find me a store that you can show me that they did that, I guess. And if you are in a local environment, again, you know which places are gonna try to help you out, try to be reasonable, try to be fair, and you know who's gonna not it be someplace, honestly, just stay away from if possible. Just because if they're doing, because it's like if they're doing the one thing, it's like what else is fucking going on with this shit? Because the whole fucking vibe in there was awful when I rolled in there. As soon as I walked in, the chick and this guy, they were like looking at me like I was like this like so below them or something. I don't know. I just walked in and was like, I'm sorry for coming in here. I don't know. Am I bothering you guys? Holy fuck. Because they love it. They love it when people come in with a bunch of shit to sell, because that means that they're getting a ton of inventory because they get to buy exactly what they want at their little pawn shop, and they're going to get a great fucking deal on it. You go in there with your pawn shop paraphernalia shit, whatever, and they buy it off you very cheap, and that's how it goes, right? Then you can open your Marnie pulls and bring it back to them and sell it to them for bulk price or whatever, right? And it's just a beautiful cycle, and you got to thank these You got to thank these LGSs and just let them know. Say thank you for charging above MSRP. I really appreciate that you are trying to keep product on shelves for me. It's doing it's doing just so many wonderful things for the whole community. Yeah, because the thing is, like, if we're gonna say, like, no, I'm not gonna buy, like, that's what I did with Shining Fates. I was like, I'm not gonna pay this fucking price. I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna skip Shining Fates. I'm not gonna do the set. And that was a decision that people had to make back in February. Who play this game? They had to decide: am I gonna try to get Shining Fates or not? And, if you wanted to get this, it was either like, yeah, it was 2 or 3 times markup, or it was like you got to go into the war zone down at Target with the masks on too, with all that to go get the shit. Like this was guys, this was before the vaccine. This was all going on with like camping out in front of in the winter, guys. February, March, a little chilly, right? A little chilly in upstate, yeah. Holy moly. I remember the day that Shining Fates dropped. Luckily, I didn't do it because it was definitely going to be a complete waste of time, knowing now what I know. But the day when Shining Fates came, I considered walking through the snow because we didn't have a car, keep in mind, because I was trying to save up a bit by taking a little time out from paying $300+ a month just for insurance. I decided just take a little time out here. Let's just recollect our thoughts and not pay that every month for a little bit and just see what happens. And so I was considering walking to Walmart pre-vaccine. That was crazy, right? Why would I do such a thing? We were gonna walk because I walk over and get the groceries. We're gonna walk over and see if they had any Shining Fates on release day. Just they're probably not gonna have it, but we'll go look anyways. We didn't. We ended up not going because I was like, well, I don't know what time. Even on the day when Shining Fates came out, I was thinking, well, I don't even know what time like the distributor is gonna be. Like, it was already like that when Shining Fates came out. It was already like, do I even waste time with this? So yeah, that is just the climate that we've been in for the last 6 months or whatever, since February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, 6 months or so. We're coming out of that. During this transitionary period where they're trying to ramp up their printing or whatever, they're trying to get more of that stuff out there. We've seen a little hiccups along the way. And I think this Marnie box situation was like kind of just the last little piece of that broken kind of distribution that has been happening for a while. And I'm looking at this whole box drop as a positive thing because it's just kind of, it's over and done with now. The drop happened, and just that entire dark era of the card game is now over with the release of the Marnie. Friday was just absolute fucking choose a side just all day long. I was on the TCG Discord, just are we on Team Crazy or what? It was like pick a side all day on Friday, and then Saturday was kind of just like the dust hadn't settled yet, but it was kind of like high noon, and it was like, yeah, this is just not even going to be something you can get this weekend for that price. And then I don't think we're going to see any movement. I don't think anybody's going to do anything for, at least a week. I don't think any price movement you see on these things over the next week is just very temporary. It's just the market has not absorbed this yet because the people who want it still don't seem to have it. So are they gonna how long can they ride the fear of missing out? How long can they wait before they give in and they say, oh, I don't know, that mark, because that's how it happens. So you got to be strong. If you are one of those brave souls out there, I salute you, who says, you know what, I'm not paying more than MSRP for that, because that was going to be my next battle for the next, however long, is I was going to watch for the Marnie box. And then maybe someday, if it was kind of like the price kept going wherever and I was never able to get it, maybe down the road, maybe I would have bought it for more, whatever. But just Friday was just the peak of just this entire thing, and it's all just, that was it. I think just that whole messy situation is evened back out now. So part of the reason why that madness was happening is because Shining Fates normalized people paying $5 for a pack. So to go to Target or Walmart and you get one of those display cases that'll have like 4 or 5 boosters in it for $20 or $25, and they're not Shining Fates, they're like standard set boosters that are, probably worth like $3 or less or whatever. But the whole Shining Fates thing, it really normalized this whole new way of thinking that $5 a pack is kind of like very, very normal for a standard product. And I believe that is even above the MSRP on it, on a standard pack. So just as a result of the Shining Fates and the drop and the just everything, it was all just a crazy, crazy Marnie situation. And it is just so beautifully ironic that by releasing this, the Pokemon Company straight up played a Marnie card and they just reset the entire landscape of the game, because now this was the final item. This was the final item that was just sort of, it was hanging there before Evolving Skies. This was the last little thing. Like, yeah, we got the Shadow Rider and the Ice Rider and the Trainer Toolkit 2.0 that came out this week. But this was the final thing before Evolving Skies. And once Evolving Skies drops, that is just, it's going to be the next thing. We are going to move in a whole new direction when that comes out, with just where things are in terms of what the price on Battle Styles is going to do and what's the price on Chilling Reign going to do now that, Evolving Skies is out. So, that'll be great, because we're going to be able to continue buying booster boxes for $100 for the 36 packs. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all that we want as players, is to just be able to spend $100 and you get a booster box. That's all we want. With the 36 pack. That's all we want, guys. Just keep things the way it's been ever since base set. Just like $100 or so. You get I don't think it was like that with WotC, but as far as the way that the Pokemon Company has been handling things for the last 10 years plus, ever since they switched over there. But that's all. I don't know I don't remember what booster boxes were going for, when sets would come out. But like, I remember WotC boxes for, $60, $65 for a WotC box, like of unlimited Neo Genesis. It's just like, the shit was out there and you could get whatever you wanted, like, as far as unlimited. Now, first edition, that was a whole different deal. But again, having the first edition, that separated a lot of people out. Like, you know, some of the people who are going to buy unlimited are not even going to like know the difference between first edition or not, right? So they're not even going to know what first edition is because they're buying an unlimited pack. So just that was the way that it used to be when Wizards was doing things, which I think, you know, they seem to understand trading card games pretty good over at Wizards, which is the coast over there, right? Those Magic cards they make. But yeah, it just just $100, you know, 110, 120 maybe for a booster box, like 36 packs. That's all we want. And the first edition stuff would come out, and that would be like, you know, there were people who went out and hunted it out. And then that would be it. Like there was the first edition or it's trash sort of mentality at the time. And that gave room for people who just want to come and buy the unlimited packs to come and get as many as they want. Because that's just how it was. Like, you would go crazy to get as much first edition as you could. And then when they switched over to unlimited, it was just like, you know, it's like, okay, we're like next set. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I got 10, you know, 10 or 20 first edition packs, you know, and that was it. Maybe you would, I mean, yeah, maybe you get a few packs for fun here and there, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like I'm gonna go crazy for unlimited. It was just never like that. It was like first edition, and then when first edition is not in stores anymore, it's like, okay, well now you can stop buying them. I don't know. This was like when Amazon was still like weird. It was like the thought of ordering something on Amazon was like, ooh, that's like the dark web. So the shit was in stores. They got first edition and they got unlimited. They got first edition of this, and then they got unlimited of that. And then the first edition sold out. Okay, now they got unlimited of that. And then maybe that sold out. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was sitting there for, you know, a couple of years and they were still selling, you know, unlimited packs of Gym Heroes, you know, 2 years later. But that's just how it worked. And it was just so much nicer than I have to befriend the guy who stocks shit at Walmart. Like that is my access now. It's not it's not, you know, I went out and I stood in line and maybe the guy in front of me bought, you know, 100 packs and then I only got 2 and they were sold out, but you know, that's how it went. That's just how it was. The guy in front of you bought the last pack and then I have none. That's just how it was. And you didn't fucking get upset about it. It's just, and everybody was cool with it. And now it's like, oh, well, if you even want this, you know, at that price, because I have, you know, we have eBay now and Facebook Marketplace. So if you want this at that price, because I can just get it here for that. And my friend over here, I can show you all these numbers as to why it's worth what it is and why it's not worth what it's not. But at the end of the day, it's like, holy moly, I'm sitting here with this thing and I just can't believe how much I like this thing that I overpaid for. And it's okay because I knew what I was doing. When I went into the store, I knew I called them before. When I went into fucking Flipside Gaming in East Greenbush, I called them on the phone first. They told me $60. I went in and I paid $60 and just there was no negativity whatsoever. Fucking if that situation wasn't already existing, I wouldn't have even called anywhere. What? I've never called an LGS before and asked if they had products. Friday was the first time I've ever called a store and said, do you have this in stock? So yeah, I'll shut the fuck up and I won't say a word about it, and I'll pay my 60 all day long. But when we have that little, when we have that chick on Friday who did that shit, it's like, say what you will about the free market, but that was just fucking wacko. And it's the reason why I would rather go to a better place. And that's why I'm going to continue to not go there. Unless they fucking have a product that is advertised at a certain price and I feel that I would like to go pay that price for it, then I'll go back. But maybe I'll be banned from the store. Because now this is a 1 hour and 56 minute YouTube video that I've been talking about how unhappy I am about this young lady at this business who called me and got my phone number from her job and called me. Fucking, I would trust me. I would really love to move on. I would love to just start playing Pokemon Go right now. So that's what we're gonna do. Here, let's go. Let's switch it up. What am I hunting? What am I hunting? First, I'm gonna get my stuff set up before I even think about hunting anything. So yeah, I'm not boycotting Niantic at all. This lack of Pokemon Go for the last 2 hours has strictly been the final stone being laid to rest in the walkway of the tale of Marnie and her box. Take the blue pill, Marnie. Take the blue pill. No, the red pill. Wait, what? Let's see. Which way's Marnie gonna go today? Marnie, do you want it? Marnie, would you like to you take the red pill and you wake up tomorrow and that girl told you 50 on the phone, and then when you got there she lied to your face and said 55. I said 55 on the phone. And should I just say, okay, fine, and should I take the fucking red pill and go home and go to sleep and wake up the next day and go about my life? No. I'm gonna drink the blue Marnie milk tonight. I'm gonna go into follow mode. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to host any kind of anything on this device right now. So this one is gonna be following. This is the follower. Yes, this is a game called Pokemon Go, guys. I still play it. I've been playing since the first month that it came out. I resisted, but I gave in after a couple weeks. I tried not to play. But, yep, I'm still out here fucking playing this game. I'm still doing this Pokemon shit. I'm still sitting here wondering what the frick the rules even are in the Pokemon battling coin game, because if you think the card game is fucking a lot of nonsense, wait till you start playing the Pokemon battling coin game. Now these are dangerous coins. They're pretty heavy duty and you spin them. And they do damage and attack each other when you spin them. But anyways, back when I was doing all this shit, other people were like, making fun of me for being into Pokemon stuff. And it's really frustrating when I see these same people years later who, were making my life difficult because I liked to do the Pokemon stuff in school. Now those people are going to try to sell me product, Because let's just be real here for a sec. It's been over 20 years. Like it's already way beyond. I've been building a relationship with my distributor for over 3 years to get these products for you. I don't think you understand everything I had to do for the last 2 years to be able to get these products for you. I don't think you understand. It's like 2 years. I was having, you know, I was getting abused physically by other kids at school because I was into this shit. And it's like now these people are going to try and sell me cards. Okay. At least have a deck. At least like be into the shit now. If you're going to be like selling it to me after all that, right? I'm not saying this owner of the store, you know, was involved in anything like that. It's the same shit I've been dealing with for over 20 years. It's like some people are cool with it and there's other people who are just not cool with it. And that's the same kind of shit that I'm just sick of it. And I've been dealing with it for however long. Where this chick is just like, oh, well, he likes these Pokemon cards so bad. I'm going to try to fucking, you know, get another $5 on my sales commission for the day or whatever, right? It's just the same shit. And it's like, I'm not, sorry. Just like when Shining Fates came out and I said, okay, I'm just going to skip this set. I will do that with your business as well. I'm sorry. We're just going to skip that store. Next time you're walking down the street, we're going to skip that one. We don't go in there. I'm trying to get hosted. This fucking chick that called me yesterday got my number from her job. She still got me worked up. And she's not even Marnie. This chick's got me all worked up and she's not even Marnie. Just some, you know, some gal who was, you know, she thought that, you know, I had an extra $5 for her. I don't know. That I wouldn't mind just, you know, handing over. Which I did, you know, I would have. Clearly, I had more than $50 available. I was able to buy this for $60 plus tax. So I clearly wanted the thing, right? I mean, I was calling around town, driving around looking for it, right? I obviously wanted it. I don't know. I guess it made sense, right? I was there. I wanted it. She had it. Why not jack it up a few more bucks? Hey, I've seen Jamal do it. I've seen Jamal do it plenty of times. They tell him one thing in the phone. They get down there. Well, you know, things are different now. You know, on the phone, one thing, but, you know, in the time between our phone call and now you're in store. Oh, well, now the market has readjusted. The prices have all changed. We're experiencing a lightning market right now. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced before. The market just changes on a whim. Because Lord knows I kept my fucking mouth shut and I continue to keep my mouth shut about fucking so much shit at Village Music World. It doesn't even fucking, there's nothing to even say. It's just, I don't even think about it, but it's just like this it's like, I'm tired of just fucking being like, just turning a blind eye to this behavior from these people who want to just try to squeeze a little extra cash in and then they don't think you notice. They try to slip it on in there and say, yeah, your total comes to 60. And I'm like, whoa. What was the total before tax? How much did you bring it in for? You got just my message to you right now is just be smart out there. Cause you got to watch out. You never know when these, and you got to check your bank accounts and watch your receipts and all that, because you never know, you know, when someone's gonna get a hold of your, you know, card, and all they have to do, you know, just press one more button there, you know. Never know. You gotta be careful out there, especially, you know, we got the RF chips and everything with the wireless technology. You gotta be careful out there with your cash. That's why I only carry Marnie coin on me at all times. You know, I've said a lot of things about crypto over the years. Back Boy, I remember when I bought Bitcoin and it was $900. I will just end I will end that conversation there. But I don't fuck with Bitcoin anymore. But what I do fuck with all day is Marnie coin. This is the only shit I carry with me when it comes to currency. It's Marnie coin or it's trash as far as I'm concerned. So if anybody would like me to pour milk on my head again for $1,000, it's going to be at least 1,000 Marnie coins. If that's how you want to pay, we'll tell you my address. You can send your Marnie coin on over. Let's give the Marnie coin a flip. Just in the spirit of things here, let's give the old Marnie coin a flip. And let's see right now. A lot of build up to this coin flip right now, guys. I'm going to make this a really good coin flip and just let's just do this right now. Just the last 6 months, the thing on Friday, over the years, having to put up with a bunch of shit as a Pokemon player. Let's just end it all with a nice coin flip right now and just see which way is the coin gonna land. This is it right now. We're about to just get it over with and move on to the next chapter of things as Saturday night begins to wind down here somewhat. Let's end this little Marnie madness with a nice Marnie coin flip. So here it goes. Heads. You see that right there? We just got a heads up coin flip on the Marnie coin, guys. I think that is a sign of good things to come. I think this is much like, and I'm being 100% serious right now. That coin flip was not staged whatsoever. That was a honest to goodness, 100% legitimate coin flip. We just flipped the heads, guys. This is where we're at right now in life. We just flipped the heads. We just did a coin flip. We could have lost it all with the tails. We got the heads though. Hey, it's okay. Even if we got tails, I think there would be a lesson in that also. But that didn't happen. We didn't get tails. We got heads on the Marnie coin flip. Which camera are we doing here? There's too many cameras in here. So there we go. Marnie coin. Do not even ask me to talk about coin flips in the Pokemon card game, because I think that might be another 20-minute rant if we start talking about coin flips, because that is very interesting. Very interesting. Because you could argue that anybody with coin flips in their deck is like, they're a little crazy. Might be flipping coins, because usually with coin flips in this game, when you get a tails, it is not good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just giving my opinion about this card game and then the mechanics of it. Sorry. Can I get the... I'm just trying to get the device to show up on this one. Oh, yeah, you just got to restart that one a little bit. So, yes, if anybody involved with J Street Games, if you're watching this just to collect a record of the claims I was making, we're gonna you can probably stop watching now. I have nothing else to say about your Marnie nonsense. Sorry, I just got a little bit too professional for you there. I elbowed the camera. Anything can happen when Marnie's on the table. Sorry, I had Marnie out of the shot here. Let's bring her back in. Just on the milk carton there. It's Marnie Midnight Madness. Find friends. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good, but it's not that simple. That's all. Hey, that's all I'm trying to do when I go out and do any of this shit. I'm just trying to, hey, let's have a good time here. That was fun, you know. Like, hey, there's some shit I want's coming out today. I'm gonna go get ripped off and pay too much, but whatever. You know, it comes out today. Let's go get it. You know, we're playing legit. You know, let's go out here and go get the thing the day it comes out. Okay, just fucking done. It's enough. It's enough. It's done. We're done with it. Because anybody who's still, you know, anybody who had that, anybody who if anybody who wanted this shit, you know, on Friday, they figured out how much they wanted to pay for it, and then they made it happen, or they didn't. So Friday was insane. Friday was the absolute peak of the Pokemon card game thus far with the Marnie release. Just get these all moving in the correct direction here. Hopefully I have enough devices to beat the raid. Something else I saw a lot of the other day was folks on Discord and Reddit, like, should I buy this? Like, should I buy that? I don't know. Should you buy? That's a personal question. I don't know. Should I buy this? If you're not sure, then I guess the answer is no. I'm not sure. I need you guys. Make me feel better about this. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna reveal the truth of the situation, much as Marnie does when she resets everything. Sorry guys. I'm gonna try to bring up the quality here slightly for you. Slightly improve the quality here. I'm gonna take out that visualizer because I see my computer's working a little bit. For some reason, my computer's working a little bit overtime right now. I'm not quite sure why. So we're gonna just my encoder didn't like that. Okay, I think I'm back to normal now. I've been watching my encoder here, and for some reason, for the last couple minutes, it was kind of like getting a little overloaded. So I'm trying to resolve that before I get into anything else. All right, I think I'm all set. It says I only have 1% dropped frames. Damn, I had a... Oh shit, I'm dropping frames again. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on here. There's too much music. This is fucking not normal. All right, hopefully that should take care of things there. So I just closed out all the crap I'm not using. Looks like it's I'm sorry guys, my encoder is looking a little odd right now. I don't know what is going on here. Too much Marnie milk. I'm so sorry about this right now. I'm having a little technical issue. So hopefully the music is decent there. Oh boy, hopefully I don't fuck everything up right now. Okay, I think my encoding has evened out here. Yes, I'm feeling better now. I think I can resume now. I got the green here. Sorry, a little bit of primitive technology. I had to I had to save up to get that Marnie. I couldn't have a nice computer. I had to save up for that Marnie. I had to save up to get scalped. I had to prepare because I knew it was coming when I saw that product drop 3 months ago. All right, let's see if I get these other ones down here. Oh, nice. It's only 2 a.m. Okay, good. I was a little concerned there. I thought maybe it was even later, even earlier, even later. Even later, even earlier. It was just the whole thing was just hopefully just the final point I would like to make is even on the release day or even on the day they announced it, like if you were like, okay, I'm gonna try to get this, it was just like it wasn't the way it should be. When they announced this, just the MSRP was 40, and for whatever reason, places started putting in pre-orders for whatever they put it in for, and then one thing led to another, and it's all fine and dandy. Thank you. Thank you, LGSs everywhere. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for keeping that product on the shelves, doing us such a favor. Now we don't have to buy stuff on eBay at scalper prices. Now we can drive to the mall and go buy them at scalper prices. Sounds good, right? Sounds fun. That's the LGS experience. Now, you don't even need to leave your room to get ripped off on, eBay resale prices. Now you can leave. Now you get to leave and go experience you get to go experience this at this place now. You get to go experience the feeling of overpaying something on eBay at the store. Isn't that fun? Thank you, LGSs, for providing that experience. I do appreciate it. But yeah, this place in East Greenbush, they were cool. They had I was happy. I was actually very happy to go in there because they had people playing D&D. I loved that when I walked in there. I was just immediately like loving the whole thing in there. Because before I even went through the door, I could see through the window. They had like 10 people playing D&D like in the LGS. I was like, okay, this is This is right. This feels correct. When you walk in the LGS and you hear dice rolling on the table, that's probably gonna be one of the places that they'll probably reasonable, right? Probably reasonable. You have to have an understanding of the situation also. But, it'll be reasonable, right? Hey, they're gonna put up with kids in there rolling dice all night. They gotta be, they gotta be pretty patient, right? Gotta be pretty cool. Fucking hang out there, right? Do a little extra work, do the LGS thing, right? Stay late sometimes. Clean up after everybody. After an event, clean up after an event. Because, when you're having fun at your wedding, drinking at your wedding, guess what? There's some people that aren't there drinking and they're working quite hard and they are still cleaning up after you when you're at home passed out. We're still, some of us haven't left your wedding yet because we're still cleaning up after you or wherever you went after everybody else left. We're still here cleaning up, guys. Trying to keep it nice, trying to keep the room nice after the big wedding party, trying to keep everything cleaned up there. You don't want it to look too shitty tomorrow, right? Because if you don't, hey, the longer, the sooner you clean it up, the better, right? The sooner you clean up after your party, the better. If you've ever thrown a party, hey, if you're ever thrown a party like me, I'm sure you'll agree that you found that the sooner you clean up, the better afterwards. How can I stop spoofing? Percules. Very good question. I would recommend finding the iTools Discord and getting an iTools mobile device. You got to make sure you have all the right phone and all the right equipment, etc. And make sure you have the right app version, right phone version. You got the right phone, this and that. But yeah, if you're on Android, I'm gonna do you a favor. Don't even waste your time trying to figure it out. If you don't know how to do it on Android by now, just don't even waste your time trying to figure it out, because depending on your phone, that's what you're gonna end up doing. Because if you're like me, you're gonna get hours and hours, into doing a certain version flash to an Android phone, and then all of a sudden you realize that the carrier locked it and you can't get out of their bootloader now. So just take it from me. If you're on Android, stay smart. Don't spoof. Hey, if you're playing on Android, don't spoof. Okay, be smart, guys. Just don't. Okay. The people who know how to spoof on Android, they know what they're doing. Leave them alone. Don't worry about it. They're doing their thing. They're cool with their Android. Don't even worry about what they're doing, because it's not even worth even exploring. Just don't even worry about it. Just get an iPhone SE with the right version of iOS on it, and then get an iTools Classic. There's other options available. I'm not going to talk about all the amazing products that are available from ThinkSkySoft, because I have already done so much product placement with the Marnie box today. So I'm not going to do any more product placement with with talking about the iBattle amazing system. And, I'm not gonna talk too much about the iTools Classic and the iTools BT and all that, because you've already heard me gushing over iTools Mobile so many times. That has just been one of my fallback things to fill airtime here with, is to just talk about how much I like the iTools system. It's really good. It's really good. I like the system. It's really good. But that's just my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I'm certainly entitled to my opinion. And if I believe that she said 50 on the phone, that is what I believe. And I sincerely think that she knows exactly what she was doing, and she knows that she said 50 on the phone, and she did her little +5. That's what I believe, and I will continue to talk about it as much as I like, because I think it's very reasonable what I'm doing. If it annoys you, you know what? Good, because you're probably one of the people who has caused me to get so upset. If it bothers you to hear me critique a business that provided me with subpar, to say the least, service, I'm certainly entitled to talk about what happened as much as I want, my side of the story. And, just to the owner of the LGS that I've been talking about all day, Mr. J Street Games over here, if you're okay with that, then if you're okay with that kind of shenanigan behavior, then good luck, because you're gonna need it. Or maybe not. I don't know. But I know that there's a lot of people who are very happy and they say, thank you, LGS, for this LGS experience. I love it when you fucking just take advantage of me. It's so wonderful. It's so much fun to drive to Crossgates and have some fucking chick try to pull some fucking little shit with me. That's so fucking fun. That was the best part of the whole Marnie buying experience, is when I had to deal with this fucking shark. Oh, I'm sorry. After I got dealt with. After I got kicked out of the store. Okay. Anyway, let me see. Can we host up here? I thought I was hosted. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna host from a different device. So I'm gonna completely just bail on what I was doing here. We're gonna follow with this one. So hear me out here. I'm gonna follow on that one. Just wait and see what I'm doing here. Because this is a serious shiny hunt. We're not doing any other nonsense anymore. The Marnie Meltdown, hashtag Marnie Meltdown, is over. And now it's time to transition to the next side of the coin, the head flip that we got with the Marnie heads flip. By the way, this is live behind me on a delay. The projector behind me, that is the Spoofer Tricks official live stream on the wall behind me, guys. This is what we have going on here is just on a completely different plane. Just it doesn't even make sense to me what's going on down here. I don't even understand it. I just go with it, much like Marnie. The less you try to get upset about, what your opponent did during their turn, just the more upset you want to get it, and the more you want to fight it, the more rough it's gonna be when you're trying to play cards in the Marnie world, in the Marnie environment. Because as I said earlier, it is my firm belief that this card Marnie is the definitive card of the Swish era thus far. I got failed login. Do you think John Henke finally banned my account? Is that why I can't log in right now? Maybe I don't know what this. Oh, I'm not. You know what? I'm not set up. I am not optimally set up here, guys. Let's just put it that way. This iPad drops Wi-Fi occasionally just due to where I have the router. I could get a Wi-Fi extender. I know I could do this, that. I can move this, move that. I don't know. We're flying by the seat of our pants here. We're just going. We're just accepting that Marnie's out there and she can come and change things up, and we're just gonna go with it, and just whatever happens, it's fine. We just gotta keep going forward. And that's what Marnie teaches us every time that our opponent plays it. It teaches us just things happen. It tells us, let's just keep going here. Let's get the shiny. Because now that the Marnie meltdown is over, I'm ready for Niantic to hear me. I'm ready for John to hear me. This is it. For the last 5 years, we've been playing this Pokemon Go game. We have our shiny flying Pikachus, guys. We have earned these trophies that we show off to each other, these buddy Pokemon. We have earned them. We've captured them. We hunted them down. And I love every second of this whole thing. Just the whole just even when I get upset with these people, when I'm happy with them, just the whole thing. I just love participating in this card game. I like just, some of it's kind of like fucked up with what you have to do to get the card sometimes. Yeah, it's fun. There's the shit you want, there's the shit you don't want. It's just you go out, you fucking do it, and you get your shiny Pokemon, you get your Marnie box, you stay up, all night doing the shiny hunt, and and you get the shiny, you set it as your buddy. You do the lucky trade over to your main, and the Pokemon is now ripped. You can't trade it, but whatever. Now I have it as a buddy, and I can and just that's what this game is. You gotta just dive in and just do it. Because when you're playing and you're like, you never want to spend Stardust on everything, and you never want to spend candy, and you always want to be all, like in real life, yes, be stingy with your money. That's very good be tight, be generous, but be reasonable here. But some people, they got all these accounts with all these Stardust and all these candies, and they don't want to power anything up, and it's like, oh my gosh, I got a 98 IV Ho-Oh 3 years ago, and I still haven't leveled it up past like level 25 or whatever. It's like, shut the fuck up about your level 25 Pokemon that you are so happy to show off, but you don't even have the balls to even, power. You're not even brave enough to spend the Stardust to like power up the Pokemon. Like, it's like you've spent so much on the game, and you've driven around at night getting all this Stardust to the point where it's like, well, now I can't even spend the dust. I can't even spend the 3 Ponyta candy, Galarian Ponyta. It's like I won't even spend the Stardust to power it up past level 25. And then people start losing raids because you said you were going to show up and you don't even have Pokemon. No. Anyway, hey, just like I was saying, there's some people who know what I'm talking about right now. There's some people who don't, and that's just how it is. And you just need to accept and just move on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just that's how it is. If you don't know what I'm talking about by now, over the last 3 years I've been on YouTube, then I think you're really missing the point here. Because I know some people understand what I'm trying to say here. Every time I go live and jump in with you and enjoy this thing that we do. So my advice to anybody who says, how can I start spoofing? I would say, probably don't. I don't know. If you like the game, just play legit. Have fun with it. Because once you start spoofing, then you can't stop. Or maybe you can stop, but then you're always tempted to. And it's again, once you make that decision where you're like, I'm going to spoof on my main account, you've crossed the line. You've made you've made a decision. Like, yeah, okay, my main's dirty. I spoofed on it. Yep. But the build up to, ooh, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna move? And then you start doing a little bit, and then you stop, and then you want to do it again. And you tell yourself you're gonna stop, and then the community tries to guilt trip you into like what you're supposed to do, and it's like, well, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. What are we doing again? Why are we all standing around at this raid right now? Like, why are we like? Shouldn't we be doing something else? Are we all trying to escape? Is everyone at this raid trying to escape some aspect of their lives, possibly? I don't know. Maybe that's not the case. I don't know. I could be wrong on this whole thing. I'm having what I'm trying to say here is that, you know what? I'm having fun. I'm having fun getting milked by the LGS, and I'm having fun milking Marnie. And you know what? If you're not having fun, I'm sorry. Just like, let's go. Why don't you have some fun? You think the LGS owners, having fun? What did you say? He's probably so stressed out, right? I mean, I'd be stressed out too if I had some chick fucking working for me doing this shady ass shit. I'd be fucking very stressed out. I don't know. I don't know. Would you feel comfortable leaving your fucking cash register with some, dishonest person? I don't know. It just really just feels like a personal dig, because what does she get out of, the $5? She didn't need the $5. She probably did need the $5 more than me. Maybe that's why she fucking tried to milk me for $5, because she needed $5. If she wanted $5 so bad, she's at work. I mean, maybe she needs a new fucking job. She has to, if like your job is so shitty, yeah, I understand. You're competing with GameStop. That's gotta suck. If your job is so whack that you have to like, dishonestly, like, try to like crank up your sales your sales that you did. If you have to artificially crank that up and the customer is paying. It's just something that I'm not going to be happy about. But I still loved it. Even though I hated it, I still loved it. Does that make sense? Even when I was getting just, not treated right by these people, just the whole aspect, just the fact that like it's like the things I have to do for the shit. It's like all this crap I have to go through just to get the Marnie box. It just makes the milk that much sweeter when you can go home and say, hey, you know what? Flipside Gaming, I got my receipt right here. I keep that in there. But you know what? At the end of the day, we got the box right here. And I can do this anytime I feel like it. So that's my review of the Marnie box. So good, it was life-changing. The most incredible Pokemon trading card game product ever released. That's my review. I mean, just come on. Look at it. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Look at this. You gotta be kidding. How is this even released? This is like Japanese style shit. They don't release stuff like this typically in the US. This is like so on the fence with like what, you can consider like appropriate, like for Pokemon cards, you know what I mean, in the US. This is so on the fence. Like, I thought that like, do you guys remember like Misty's Tears? Like, there are cards that had like artwork that's like similar to this, that is just like that were they changed the artwork. when it came out in English, and now they're gonna release this. You gotta love it. Oh yeah, this is the Mad Party deck, guys. This is actually the cards I have in here. I'm putting together my Mad Party. Speaking of crappy sellers, the reason my Mad Party deck's not together right now is because I had a few commons and uncommons that I paid like 10 cents a piece for, like literally $2 worth of cards that I wasted over 15 days trying to get from this guy. Just bulk commons and uncommons, literally 15 cent, like 10 cent cards. I ordered like, I think it was like 8 cards. Like it was $2 and a few cents worth of cards. And I spent over 2 weeks just trying to like get them delivered, and the guy never even shipped them. After 2 weeks, the guy didn't even ship it. And that is just really whack sellers. Fuck these whack sellers. I cannot like mentally deal with them. It's too much. It's like physically exhausting for me to like even think about these people doing this shit. Or not doing this shit, you know, because it's like, oh well, it's the weekend. I don't know. Maybe the reason why I had so many issues is because like it was like almost like, you know, afternoon on Friday, and you know they were like done until Monday. So like the people who should have been there weren't there, right? But hey, talking about Boss's orders, boom, right there, reverse foil Boss's orders. That was fabulous pull right there. Gotta love that card in your deck. Because I don't open packs anymore. This was back when I used to open packs. Because when I opened that Marnie promo, I got the last card that I even want. So thank you very much, Marnie. And just, again, hey, thank you to the Pokemon Company for putting out this incredible product. Oh my gosh. These sleeves, compared to the clear ones, I'm sorry, I don't know why people talk about these matte sleeves not being good. They are so cool. They feel great when you shuffle with them. And it lets you, like, once you get the matte sleeves, you feel better. Well, I feel better about putting more valuable cards into decks, because then you can shuffle them like this, and you don't have to do like, like with a, you do the fan, like, you don't have to do that. You just like butter, you just slide them into them. You just slide the deck into itself. Oh my gosh, it's just so satisfying to shuffle these matte Marnie card sleeves. Is he still talking about that fucking Marnie? But yeah, I'm still going about the Marnie, guys. I'm still reviewing the Marnie box. This is not some kind of clickbait, and like Pokemon Go is like not going to get played. Like, I swear we are going to get everything moving with the Pokemon Go stuff in just a moment here. First, I got to put away my Marnie cards. Put them in the box. Put them in the box. Put them in the fucking box right now. I spent a decent amount of time today trying to figure out like where I was gonna put this milk carton. Like, I was just walking around the house, leaving it in random places. Like, oh, looks kind of good there. It looks kind of good. Like, that's what I was doing today, guys. In case you're wondering if I really actually do like this box or not, if you think I'm just putting on a show, Nope, that's what I did today. I walked around my house and tried to find the perfect spot to display my Marnie box. And do you know what conclusion I came to? I decided that I'm just going to put it right in the middle of my desk and just stare at it all the time. Because again, if you guys don't understand why I'm so hype about this, you're not going to get it. And if you do understand, then you get it. You understand why, maybe you aren't, just because you aren't excited, I think you can still understand. I like this. I like this box. I think you can sort of understand what I'm trying to say here about how I feel about this box. Like it's very, very sincere when I give this box my rating of 10 out of 10. That is unbiased. That's an honest review. Actually, that's a very biased review, I guess, isn't it? I have Marnie bias. It's a condition. It's a serious condition. This is the serious shiny hunt, and my Marnie syndrome is a very serious condition. So I don't want to dwell on it too long, because I know there's a lot of folks out there suffering from similar Marnie fascinations. So you already know. If you know. It's like the Marnie crowd. It's like furries. It's like about furries. You know what the whole deal is, but you're not a furry, but you still get it. You still understand what's going on. And I just hope that is what you take away from this tonight. Like, hey, even if you don't have Marnie fever, I just hope that you understand at least why I am so legitimately excited for this product specifically, because I know that there's a lot of other people who feel the exact same way about this. And anybody who really loves this card game will agree that Marnie has been a really, really nice part. It's been fun having her around in the Sword and Shield era. All right, let's do this. Who's getting rated now? Who's getting rated? I think everything's moving. No. Might have lost one here. I think almost everything's moving. And I hope that you're feeling better now, because I'm feeling a lot better. But we'll see, because we'll see how I feel when I wake up tomorrow. Because last night I was actually feeling okay about everything. And now I'm feeling okay about everything. But like earlier today, I was still pretty fired up about the about that little what on Friday. So it's still pretty worked up. Hopefully Sunday we can have a nice Sunday this time. Looks like everything's moving. I'm gonna reload the game on this one phone here before I do anything too crazy. And it is a beautiful Friday evening here on Spoof for Tricks official live stream. I'd like to thank you again for tuning in. This is what it is. And I'm glad that you're here participating, even if you're just watching or listening and not chatting. That's okay. I do the same thing. I do the same thing on many, many streams. Actually, I'll be honest, not too many. I don't spend a lot of time watching other YouTubers. I would like to, because it's very fun. It's like you're hanging out with your friends, but I have a lot of other things to do. Unfortunately, I don't have any time to hang out with my friends on the internet because I'm too busy trying to establish rapport with LGSs so that I can secure my Marnie box when it comes out in 3 months. It's coming out in 3 months. I better start sucking up to... in 3 months the product's coming out. I better start bringing them lunch over at J Street, being really nice to them, and then maybe they'll treat me the way they should. We'll see. That's just my opinion. I think I'm entitled to be treated a certain way by especially, people I'm doing business with. And that's one reason why I have really learned to spend my time talking to the right people, because there's some folks who I talk to even online who I've never met, and we speak back and forth in typing, etc. And there's a level of respect here that I feel with these people who I consider my friends, and I try to relay that everywhere I go, to everyone, and try to be nice. And when something like that happens on Friday and I've got nothing better to do, then it becomes the sort of thing where I am talking about it 2 days later. If it was like, I don't know, if it was something different, like I've had people, be equally rude to me and it doesn't bother me for more than 2 seconds. But that's what happens when you start fucking with people on shit that they're like emotionally invested to at this point. Because when you say the word Marnie, I'm feeling a lot of different things. And this entire experience yesterday has contributed a whole new layer to that whole thing. So thanks again for tuning in. I am about to do the Pokemon Go raid. So since I have time, I'm gonna get up my iBattles now so I can demonstrate those. So you can see some serious equipment for my serious shiny hunt. It officially gets incredibly serious when the iBattles come out. I guess what I was trying to say before is I feel like I treat people with so much more respect than they are honestly deserve. So let's put it that way. This is a sign. I'm going to have to move the Marnie box out of the picture to make room for the iBattles, guys. This is a sign. This is a sign that I'm entering the next phase. I'm entering the next phase of my Pokemon experience. I'm coming out of the TCG scalper madness, and I'm returning to iBattles and John Hanke being ridiculous. So I guess you could say everything's back to normal now. Which is good. That's always nice when I'm able to end each Spoofer Tricks episode with a feeling of completion somewhat. Because I know I'm supposed to leave you wanting more, but I like to have a nice finish. No luck on Heracross. You know what? I was gonna do Heracross before, but I knew before I even started streaming that I was gonna have a lot to say, so I was not gonna be able to focus on the game too much. So I said, all right, we'll see what happens when I finally get all my shit hooked up. We'll see what I even feel like. We'll see what I even feel like doing, right? By the time I say everything I need to say about Marnie, I gotta find my cables to plug in the iBattles now. I don't have my Android things over here. Nice big pile of cables here. All right, I think that these will do. I think these are micro USB. This is exactly the cable I was looking for. And I'm also feeling very thankful for today, not only for the Marnie box, but also that I get to play with some of the best players in the world. In the Spoofer Tricks official Discord, we have some of I will go ahead and say this. We have some of the top Pokemon Go players in the world in our Discord server. So it's pretty serious. When I said serious shiny hunt, that was not an exaggeration whatsoever. This is the weirdest micro USB cable I've ever seen. I think this is from a different planet. Yeah, this is from a different dimension completely. Okay. Hopefully you didn't have to see me trying to figure out what that even was. That micro USB cable I had to just deal with is literally, it's like from another world. It is like some different technology. All right, do I even have enough phones set up today to use these? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, nice. We're not going hands free. We're gonna be doing 8. I'm doing a 2-finger tap. 8 total. Only 8 devices tonight, guys. I know. I'm sorry. It is what it is. What? I'm doing my best. I got what I can here going. I know that some people are on strike right now. I know that some people think that, you know, Bill Hill, we're gonna stop playing this game if you don't do what we say. And I know that John is feeling a lot of pressure because, you know, somebody in his situation, like, you know, I understand. He doesn't really know. He's not totally sure 100% what the best thing to do is. He had to get his team together. You guys, can we just take a moment and just like grab the nearest drink you have and please pour a little tiny bit out right now, please. For all these people who are gonna never play again now. They're never gonna play this game again now if they don't get what they want. So yeah, please just take a moment and pour a little bit of something out for all those accounts that are just gonna never get logged into again. Just take a moment of silence. Turn this music off. For all those accounts that are going to show John who's boss, they're gonna stop playing now. Okay. I am doing the exact same thing right now that these LGSs were doing on Friday. Some of them were saying we're going to be cool. Some of them were not cool. Some of them were super not cool. But I'm out here letting you know that I'm not one of these Niantic read my petition people. If I decided to stop playing the game, I would do so, and I would not try to have John Hankey change something in the game, and I'm gonna stop. And you could say that my argument is not valid because I'm not playing legit. But here's the thing, guys. Guess what? I got a little news flash for y'all. I was playing really hard legit before I started spoofing. That's what led me to spoofing, is I was just so hardcore about this game that it wasn't enough. There was physically nothing, like it wasn't enough to go out and go around and do it. Like I needed more. I had to go to Paris, France and walk around the mall there because walking across town to like the post office to spin a Pokestop because I'm trying to get potions because I can't even play the game now because I can't even get potions. Because when this game first came out, there was a period in October that first year. It came out in the summer, July, and then in October during the Ghost event, a lot of people sort of fell off, myself included. I took a short break for a couple months or a few months or something. But the reason that I actually had to stop playing the game, just personally, for my own personal reasons, I just stopped because I could not get potions. Like, I was doing gyms and I just could not get potions. Like, I would go to the Pokestops, and it was just, I could never do anything because I always needed revives and potions, and the Pokestops were just not giving them out enough. There was some weird, just the balance was off at the time, and there was something it wasn't right. The potions weren't being distributed properly. And yes, as a legit player, I just stopped playing because it was just annoying, because it was like, I'm walking around like trying to spin Pokestops and I can't keep up with the potions that are required to play this game. It's like the meta in this shit before raids was like, you had to like freaking spend money to get Pokeballs and max revives, like, so that you could do like catch stuff and do gems. It's like I have to. It was like that was the meta. It's like I'm buying max revives. Like I can't even play right now because I have to heal up, and I've been hitting these Pokestops, and I can't even get enough potions to even heal up right now. Oh, it's getting too late. It's getting dark out. There's some creepy people out now. I need to go home. I'm afraid I cannot play this Pokemon Go now. I need to go home. So yeah, that's what it was like, man. That's what it was like back in October 2016, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. Everybody stopped playing this game. And what happened? It was like whatever. It was like, oh yeah, Pokemon Go. Yeah, I used to play that. A few months ago, I used to play that. I just, I couldn't get potions. I just stopped playing. I just got, I couldn't get potions. I stopped. And then for whatever happened, I got drawn back in. But, like at the time, that was the game. You had to go and like hit Pokestops. Like that was the whole game. It's like I gotta get items. I gotta spin Pokestops in order to even be able to like do my gym thing. And I would be really curious. I would be really interested to know how many of these people who are saying, "Oh, here's Niantic, you need to bring back the Pokestop distance." I would be curious to know how many of those people, were actually out playing before they increased the Pokestop distance, and really like understand like what playing this game legit involves. Like, you got to use some fucking common sense, too. It's like, you can't just be like, oh, well, I walked off a cliff because there was, like, a Pokemon on the edge of the cliff, and I didn't see where I was going. And it's like, people, humans made this game. It's not perfect. Like, they update it occasionally. Remember those times you couldn't log in because the servers were too overloaded the first couple weekends? Yes, there are little hiccups along the way. Remember Pokemon Go Fest year one? Remember when people were throwing... Do you remember when people were throwing water bottles at John during Pokemon Go Fest 1? Like, it was what it was. We let them know we were not happy with the cell phone service, and they listened, and they came in, and they the next year they brought in their little mini towers, and they learned how to do their events a lot better. But we weren't like, we weren't like, people weren't like, oh, we're never going to play Pokemon Go again because we went to Go Fest and the cell service was bad. Like nobody was there. Like, I'm never going to play this game again because I went to this event and the cell service was not as good as it should have been. I don't think anybody was boycotting that. And that's what I did when I walked out of that wannabe pawn shop LGS J Street video shit. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna. No, John, I'm not gonna play your game. Listen, young lady, if you want to call me on the phone and say something, you better fucking stick to it when I show up. I don't know, or else I'm not gonna give you any money. Now, that extra $5 is in somebody else's fucking milkshake, right? Right? I mean, am I wrong or am I right? Am I right or am I right here? You know, I could be wrong, but I think that's unlikely, incredibly unlikely. I'm wrong about any of the shit I've been talking about for the last 3 hours. Like, if I can admit when I'm wrong or when maybe I made a mistake or what, just this is just the fact it's still upsetting me. I think that is what it is. It all ties together. It's all connected. I think I know what's going on here. I think I finally figured this out. I think that John Henke is actually the one running that LGS. I think I got to the bottom of it. And he personally knew that I was going to come in, and he let that girl know to play a game with me. Because you know John loves it when people play his games, right? And he's got more than one game. It's not about Pokemon. It's not about Harry Potter. No, he's got lots of games for you to play. He doesn't care if you like Pokemon or if you like Digimon. He doesn't care if you like Harry Potter or Pokemon. He found a way to get you to play Ingress. Congratulations. John Henke just tricked an entire generation of Pokemon fans to play Ingress. I feel personally attacked. Spoofer Tax. Yeah, we should just rename this channel from Spoofer Tricks. Real raid bell ring. We should just rename this channel to Spoofer Tax because you know, you only when you pay the Spoofer Tax, that's the entry fee. You pay the Spoofer Tax. It's a one-time tax. He doesn't it's not lots of tricks. It's not Niantic style with the iTool, the Spoofer Tax. You can pay either, as far as I'm concerned, you can pay the Johnny subscription fee or you can pay the Spoofer Tax. One time, get out of jail free. I'm done I'm done playing Ingress. It's okay. I've been playing Ingress for 5 years now. Okay, I'm good on that. Guys, GPS on the phone. Okay, I gotta say something that might upset some people, but it needs to be said. The concept of GPS technology is no longer, exciting and new to me. The premise of, I walk around and my phone responds to like where I'm walking around with GPS. That concept is no longer fascinating to me. I don't know. At one point it was, but I'm done playing Ingress. I'm over it. He tricked me good because the whole time I thought I was playing Pokemon Go and he secretly tricked me into playing Ingress. How I wonder if there's something in the Pokemon Go code that somehow like benefits Ingress in some way by he's like using the Pokemon franchise to somehow improve Ingress. Like that was the plan all along. He never did. When John agreed to do the Pokemon Go, he didn't even like care about his Pokemon. He's just like, let's trick as many people as we can into playing Ingress. because if you think, hey, this now here's a conversation that people have been having ever since I started playing legit. But if you think Pokemon people are crazy, you got to see these Ingress players. This is like military. The way that these Ingress people operate, like it's like some next level like Secret Service shit. It's like it's crazy. Like all the legit players, and like even the legit players, they like monitor what's going on in the game, and they can like the legits can like report spoofing activity. It's crazy. In Ingress, I don't know. In Ingress, I guess like spoofing is like very frowned upon, but in Pokemon Go, it's kind of like, well, you know, if you don't trigger our little flag here, you know. In Ingress, if you try to spoof Ingress, you got people in there like analyzing what you're doing. It's like he moved too fast, he moved too quick here. Like it's crazy. They can see what you're doing. It's really quite strange. I don't know. Anyways, let's. It looks like everything is in position. It looks like I have all my eye battles in position. It looks like I can put Marnie back into position here. And I hope you don't mind. Before we get started, I'm going to take my first real break of the night. I know I left earlier to go get that milk, but I'm going to do my first break of the night, and then we'll come back and I'll do a little rating. So thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Thank you. All right, thank you so much for staying tuned. I had to do this thing called going to the potty. I know that some YouTubers broadcast directly from their bathrooms because as far as I'm concerned, if there's a room with a jar and you pee in the jar, I guess that becomes your bathroom, right? So we've got some of these YouTubers, they like to broadcast from the bathroom. Well, unfortunately, I am not fortunate to be able to broadcast from the bathroom. I would love to be sitting here on the crapier, coming to you live, doing Pokemon Go. But unfortunately, I am not coming to you live from a bathroom right now, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm sorry, guys. I know that some people are into that kind of content, but this is not one of those channels. Pokemaster, she's got that kind of content for you if that's your fancy. If that's your fancy, love. Right? So what are we doing here? A little Dialga raid, get that shiny Dalaga. Oh boy, that reminds me of my favorite Pokemon Go YouTuber, the Wave Report. Dalaga. We have this is a special anniversary of the Dalaga release. This Pokemon coming out this weekend, Dalaga. Yeah. Dalaga hype right now. So I'm heading to Auckland, New Zealand, and see if Zoe is gonna be in this raid with me. Let's see if Zoe Double Dots is in the lobby. I know her and I are lucky friends. No, just kidding. Just kidding. She's not on my friends list, and neither is that young lady from J Street video shithole fucking pawn crapper. No, she is not on my friends list either. But I have much more respect for Zoe and her 2 dots than I do for anybody who stands behind a cash register and tries to take advantage of people when they have the opportunity. And do so in a dishonest way. Anyways, we are right here with... We are coming to you live from a Dalaga raid. And I have just realized that Dalaga is not the... Dalaga, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I know it's Dialga, I know. We are coming to you live right now from the Palkia raid. We're about to go into the lobby. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be a private lobby, guys. I'm sorry. If you wanted to join the lobby on this one, you needed to begin establishing a rapport with me 3 months ago when the Marnie box was announced. Because if you want to get in on a raid today, you need to already have been establishing rapport with me for 3 months. No, I'm just kidding. I'm comparing you asking to join a raid to a LGS trying to play some fucking games with me. I'm sorry. Completely unrelated. Ooh, I just realized. So this is what was going through my head right now. I've got 90 seconds in the raid lobby. Do I have enough time to take out my Marnie cards and shuffle them a little bit? That is what was just going through my mind, guys. Again, I would just like to emphasize that this product is something unlike I have ever seen before, and I've never felt anything close to this for any Pokemon product before. This is just... and I don't even care. If they reprinted the fuck out of it and they had these at Walmart next week for $20, I would not even care. I would be hyped. I would be buying them because then the packs are actually a decent price. Then the packs actually become a decent rate. If the Marnie box is only $20, I wouldn't be pissed. I'm not gonna be, oh, I paid $60. Now I'm mad that it's $20. No. If they reprint the fuck out of it and it's $20, I don't care. I'm glad that other people are able to get it now. That's how good this product is. I want everyone to get one. And I hope everyone gets a free Marnie. I really do. I hope everybody wakes up on Christmas morning and you come downstairs or Hanukkah, whatever you're into, and you open up your Johnny hole and there's a Marnie milk crate waiting for you. I hope that is your holiday celebration this year. 025. We got Laserdisc version, kicking it old school with the Laserdisc. Thank you. We're gonna start it up with a little tappy tappy. I'm feeling 1, 2, 3 taps. Do I feel? Because with these tappers, I like to feel each one and make sure that I feel it tapping before I put it on the phone. Because sometimes they get disconnected a little bit when I'm taking them in and out from here. They get disconnected slightly, and then I'm trying to figure out which one to unplug, and I'm trying to figure out which one I'm trying to do, and I'm juggling 8 phones here, and I'm emotionally fucking broken over this beautiful milk crate here, and it's a lot. So I always like to hold the iBattle and physically feel it tapping before I put it down, because sometimes it's like, which one's not working, there's one not tapping, I can't figure out which one it is, or this gets unplugged. Oh, can we focus here? I thought we had the autofocus on today. Sorry, I thought I had autofocus enabled for this amazing stream. And I mean, maybe tomorrow I'll watch a review. It's a little bit of a long one. I feel like this was a great stream now. I had so much I wanted to say. I feel like I said everything, and I feel a lot better than I did before. Because as much, you know what? It sucks. As much as I'm, trying to make light of it and make it funny and, goof around about it, at the same time, like, I legitimately am disturbed by what happened to me on Friday with this whole thing. That's all. I'm legitimately really upset about it, and there's nothing that anybody can do to make me feel better. So I have to make myself feel better. And that is going to consist of 3 hours and 20 minutes of things that you might not like hearing. Maybe I don't know, or maybe you do like it. So maybe this is all a Marnie conspiracy. John is just trying to get me fired up because he likes it when I get upset and start complaining about it. That is his thing. He loves it when I get all upset. He thinks that is like his thing. That's the Johnny game that we play. He knows just how to rub me, and when I actually get emotionally I didn't mean that like literally. He knows how to, just grind my gears just the right way. And when he gets me all fired up, he loves it, and he watches the streams. We got the shiny right here, ladies and gentlemen. That was the first raid. And with 8 devices. So 1 out of 8, I got the shiny, guys. Very, very nice way to wrap up the weekend festivities here. Fastivities. If you're not eating this weekend, if you didn't get your Marnie, if you didn't get your Pokemon Center delivery this weekend, right? If you're not eating, it is fast. It is the fasting weekend. It is the Marnie fasting period, where we're gonna see how long everybody can hold out without their Marnie. We're gonna see how long you can hang in there before you start rioting outside of the Pokemon company. All right, there we go. Hey, you can't beat that. You got a nice, you got a nice tradable. You can't beat that. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you do your iTools thing, and at the end of the day, you got some accounts that are best friends with each other, and you got a shiny that's ready to get traded to your main, or you trade it to a buddy. And that's what it's all about, because now I get to go to sleep tonight, and it doesn't matter if I trade it to my main, it doesn't matter if I trade it to somebody else, it doesn't matter if I keep it on this account. I went out, I did the raid, I got the shiny, I went through all John's bullshit, this, that. I had to struggle with myself to bring myself to play the game that I'm supposed to be protesting, right? No, if you're just tuning in again, I am not participating in the Pokemon Go protest whatsoever. As you can see, I'm here, not only am I playing the game, I am playing on 8 devices simultaneously, so... yeah, you could say that I am not involved in the Pokemon protest that's going on right now. I'm not associated with that at all. I had nothing to do with it. If you see me posting anything about that Pokemon protest, I am strictly making fun of the people protesting. Or I'm just making fun of John, as I typically do. That's nothing new, though. I'm just going to try and get it on this one because this Palkia 27, just these accounts are way past even that being something that would even do anything. This is just, yeah, these other Palkias on these accounts, if they were new accounts, if they were level 30 accounts, okay, but no, these accounts are stacked. This is a waste of bag space. If I catch those Palkias, it doesn't even matter if they're 100 IV on these ones. That's all waste of bag space right there, guys. And I'm not even too concerned about the one candy that I might get if I, catch it and transfer it. And I'm certainly not going to break a sweat trying to get Palkia candy on alt accounts with Pinap berries. That is not going to happen. Maybe a T-Tar raid. Maybe I'll throw a Pinap in there on an alt. I don't know. Right? A little T-Tar raid. So much fun to do by yourself. And that, that was another thing. When I was playing legit, that was fun to have the dynamics of people who play on one device versus multiple devices. Like, for a while, if you're a newer player, you aren't going to know about this, but for a while, it was very, very controversial to play on more than one device. Especially before trading, because it was just like, it was extra controversial because it's like, why are you doing that? That's not even allowed. You're not even like supposed to be doing that. Is not the way the game was intended to be played. Oh, that's not the way the game was intended to be played. Because as far as I recall, the Pokemon Company said, we're going to give these to who we give them to, and then you can go get them if you can. So the game, everybody knows the rules of the game. And if I don't like your rules, I'm not going to play. And the way that John has this right now is if I'm doing this, it's allowed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting away with it. This is allowed. You would think that, like, if he actually was that concerned about this, they would have, like, just done a lot of things very differently. But at the end of the day, if John wants to ban all my accounts and I am back on my ass with a level 1 account as my main and I lost everything I've been working on for the last 5 years, that's okay, because that is just what we do in this game, and you just keep going. And when you get Marnied and you get your hand shuffled and put underneath your deck, and you get dealt a new 4 cards, and you know what? It's your turn. As soon as I'm done, it's your turn, and you get to draw another card. So it's okay. It's okay. And it's going to be fine. And I would just, again, like to thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a really fun night. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I'm feeling better. Hopefully you're feeling very nice right now too. So, yeah, I think I might be able to get some sleep tonight. So I'm going to go get started on that. Thanks again for tuning in. And I'll see you next time.